control screen up on this thing?
We are live here. Let me go.
All right.
Here. Let's pop up the chat.
Revival Motoring. Never lets me see it live at first. Here we go. Oh, we're live. We're live. I see it. Curry and Clutches. Welcome to the machine. Let's pop out the chat here.
Do it over here because if you do the screen inside of their screen, they're gonna get all butthurt.
Carman Cam, holla. Kyle Britt, howdy, fellers. Scott Everone, what's up, guys?
In there real quick.
Tyler Nito, you're. Love it.
Right.
Love to see it. Thank you guys for popping on. We got a hell of a show for you today. Hell of a show.
Hella of a show.
Hell of a show. And I get some yellow Red Bull that I'm going to drink right quick so I can sleep later. There it is.
Slurpee baby.
Dude, it's got a nice beginning to it. Even better finish.
There we are. We're ready to go. Chat's locked and loaded.
Do you want to put the control screen like in the corner of the screen?
For what?
For that shit?
No,
6:55. That's right. We are early. You'll find out why soon.
yeah. Let's just run the 3 minutes. I'll pop up and just run just take the pre-party down and we're ready to go.
Yeah. How's everybody feeling? Everybody feeling okay? We got a new traffic pattern going on here at Revival Motoring Headquarters. Is going to start Thursday. So we're going to...
Disrupting us.
Yeah, they're closing a bunch of shit up here at 10 o'clock, so our exit might be a little interesting today.
I'm interested to see what my drive in the morning is going to be like.
Yeah, they're going to mess that whole thing up. What else is going on? We just had some unbelievable Indian food.
So good.
Shouts out to Not Just Snacks in Providence. Is kind of quickly becoming our go-to every week. I mean, Muhammad treating everybody today, honestly. Got like 10 buddies out of 10 buddies. 5 morning here. I'm hard before 7. You'll love to see that. So Josh is stuck in the nether realm, I think. Yo, I'm in Boston going to see Tool. No way.
That'll probably be pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably going to hit pretty hard, buddy. I know you're a big Tool guy, too. I'm seeing Big Ian in the chat. Big Tool guy. Details by Douglas. What's going on? Good to see you out there. Get some details by Doug News. Help a brother out. We're going to get into it. We're going to get deep into it. Once again, Not Just Snacks in Providence is just absolutely destroying. If you're coming out here for the toy drive, which we'll talk about, might be a nice lunch for y'all. Pop out there. Maybe have some chicken tikka. Maybe get some curry, some karahi, whatever you need. Take care of you. Get the special salad, though. You definitely want to start with a special salad. Yeah, pre-show early. Out here drinking yellow Red Bulls. Anybody had the Juniper Red Bull? You had it, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's crazy, right?
It's so good.
I found it. I forgot where I was when I found it. Oh, maybe it was in Texas.
You're talking about the blue can, right?
Yeah.
That was
thing
the summer
slaps.
edition. It's so good.
It tastes like a blueberry slushy.
It does. It's very good.
Or blue raspberry.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was all cool. I was like, it's blue raspberry. I'm like, it says Juniper. But yeah, it's blue raspberry. Juniper actually is blue raspberry, apparently.
The
DJ, what up?
the new winter one's really good too.
What do they call it?
Pear cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
So my guys over there just aren't stocking the latest stuff.
correct.
You hate to hear it.
They're a little slow on it.
Rabbit hole in the room. What's going on, homie? Yeah, they're slow on their stock order over there. I think this stuff's probably been sitting around since the 90s.
Who's slow?
Over there at the American Dream, baby.
American Dream purchased exclusively from BJ's.
Is that where they buy all their drinks?
That's why the prices are out of pocket on everything.
That's crazy that we buy better than they do.
Yeah.
We should sell. We
I
should
had-
sell them.
I had a discussion with our boy over there.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him why. He said he didn't know. This is before.
It's not his spot though, right?
Yeah, this is before I learned that it wasn't his.
Who's running the BJ's zone?
Your boy.
Conrad's running the BJ's.
Oh yeah, he's doing the BJ's run.
You just got cut out. What's up with that splitter on your shit? I think that's probably doing it.
He was about to release trade secrets in it.
Yeah, Josh had him cut. Josh cut him off from far away. Corey just got technical difficultied. Are you gonna sit over there and run the board?
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
That's crazy. You have to get up and press that board 4 times through the episode. Orange Dreamsicle Monster is unbelievable. I heard it.
I
Anything better?
Yep.
Yeah, that
All
thing that thing has now failed.
It was unplugged.
I'd do it. It wasn't initially though. I'll tell you that much right now.
No, it was like all wiggly and jiggly. So I think as I moved the mic, it probably came into theater because this thing wasn't like clipped in.
So there's no reason that he just shops at BJ's instead of like literally calling a company that will stock his shelves for him.
Like Coca-Cola New England.
Way cheaper as well. Because we buy through Coca-Cola New England. And we are not a convenience store. We are a warehouse. It's amazing. We should see if he wants to buy off us. Just add to the order. We'll probably pay for the whole order the money he pays for stuff over there. Yeah, there's like a $9 Red Bull over there.
Yes, some of the prices are unrealistic.
Mm.
Hey,
Just slightly illegal.
Matt, what's your favorite flavor Red Bull?
Yeah.
Peach.
Peach?
Oh yeah,
Peach.
That's rough.
big slut for the peach one.
I'm not a big Red Bull guy in general. I feel like all of their flavors are a bit too strong for me.
So, I just hate the fact that they got rid of the cranberry one.
Mm-hmm.
So it used to be the original red
Dude.
one.
I'm so fucking with you on that. When they got rid of the cranberry one, it was like
Yeah,
I lost a friend.
and they replaced it with, like the watermelon one's good, but it's
Yeah.
the cranberry one was
Cranberry was a classic. I didn't even know how they did it. Like it
could
seemed like
mix it
such
with
a
anything.
like I mostly drank Red Bull in the club back in the day, and like
The
the
club?
cranberry Red Bull was like it's a Red Bull vodka cranberry
exactly
in the can.
yeah.
Like
And they're like, nah, we're gonna
it just
remove
make
this.
life so much easier for everyone in the process.
Exactly. The
Yeah, I don't get it.
the original blue is still out there. The blueberry one, those are pretty all right.
Blueberry?
Blueberry,
Anything
yeah.
like blueberry like that, I'm going to have the most aggressive heartburn.
But it's
Rabbit
like
hole.
fake blueberry.
BJ's is for skirts. Team Costco all day.
I
I agree, but we don't have Costco. We only got
Yeah.
BJ's. And
Also-
I'll tell you something about BJ's, buddy.
Listen, I like BJ's a lot.
Yeah,
Same.
never complained about them. Never once.
I was just there, bought some computer chairs. Jeez, what a deal.
Oh, you're talking about the store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah. yeah.
Either or. Tim Connors sent up the new shop. Tanker accident up there. Traffic's horrible. Highway's closed at his shop.
I was closed at his shop.
That's
Oh.
terrible, buddy.
That's awful
You
news.
shouldn't have crashed your tanker.
It seems like it's probably pretty good that it doesn't involve him, though, right?
Doug, that's that pear cinnamon, not the peach cinnamon.
I was gonna say
Pear.
peach cinnamon sounds.
Peach cinnamon does sound really good though.
Yeah, it'd be like a peach cobbler.
Yeah.
I like that, Doug. You should run with that. Energy by Doug, peach cobbler.
Only available during November and December.
I can see it now.
Make people crave it.
Cold November rain. You get cold November rain.
Let's see. We got, I
Yeah.
got some beef or bean numbies I'm going to figure out ahead of time,
Dude,
which
when-
is crazy.
When that cranberry Red Bull like came out, it was like this is genius.
Yeah, there was
It was like one of the original flavors.
It was there was the cranberry, the blueberry, and lime, which was in the silver can.
And the cranberry was just a hitter.
Amazing.
Why would they get rid of it?
I don't know.
I mean, I know you want to trade flavors in and out.
You
It's
want
not
to
like
diversify your bonds.
yeah, but you don't. You know, every now and then you need to have like a
A solid staple.
yeah. You need like a good like base hitter. You
Yeah.
need something that's just gonna
Because regular Red Bull's awful.
terrible.
It's
It's terrible.
so bad.
I associate that
Terrible.
with free Red Bulls at a club.
It's like medicine. It's terrible.
It's yeah.
Like you take like Robitussin.
Yeah.
Still good for Red Door Saturday. Listen, my man, we're better than good for Red Door Saturday. We got it locked up. We got Nick DePree coming out. It's gonna be a big party. I'm gonna be drinking Red Bulls.
Take 'em
So
to
we're
the
doing a
face.
little Saturday party, and then we're doing Sunday toy drive. And I should probably mention that in my notes here. Let me put that over here.
Let's see. A few last minute jammies.
But yeah, we're more than good, man. It's gonna be a good night. Then we're doing a top secret dinner after the toy drive. You know, if you want to inquire, hit me up.
I know. I'm
See,
excited.
all motor Dan was at Spoon today.
He actually just got back. We were talking to Pete about his trip. Boy,
Dude, his trip looked fucking wild.
does it look like a good time?
Yeah.
Carman Cam tanker accident. Had anyone checked on Jordan's mom? That is wow.
That's
unbelievable.
Tell you what, Jordan's not even in the chat to defend himself.
That's
not.
rough. Corey, you want to hit a bunch of record buttons over there just to get this thing started for Joshy? He loves to have like a good half hour of banter. Yeah, we're getting the record going. We're getting really serious here.
Sweet.
All right, still in the pre-chat here.
All right.
Josh is watching.
Josh is in?
I saw Revival Motoring. Did you write that?
No, I didn't write anything.
That's
We're also
it.
logged into Shook's YouTube, so I can go type in a bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah, it still won't
Mess
be
up his
it
algo?
still won't be as weird as the algo
You're right.
is, dude.
I can't more
It's
weird.
literally just like gnome
Men's with nipple piercings.
medieval nipple piercing sword fights.
That just sounds like Shook Saturday.
Yeah.
Kyle Brett Strawberry Peach Rockstar.
I can't do rock stars.
I
dude,
fuck with Rockstar.
What's their Rockstar one that?
Oh, the Rockstar Rehab, the orange one. That tastes like Tang.
Oh my god.
That might be doable.
like Rockstar Renegade or what is
Yeah,
it called?
it's Rockstar. It's not Rehab. It's Rockstar Revitalize or some shit.
Like Rockstar Rocked or something.
Dude, it's non-carbonated Tang Rockstar.
it's so good.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, you ever had Full Throttle?
No,
Yeah.
Rockstar Recovery Orangeade.
Recovered. Yep.
It's unbelievable.
So the Full Throttle and like the blue can, when I used to work at a grocery store, I just like pound those because it was cheap and it was there. They taste like what you'd assume dirt to taste like.
Oh, that's appetizing.
Yeah, but it was like $1. So
Gotta hammer him.
yeah,
Gotta hammer him. It's too
Oh,
good not to.
What were the other
It's like smoking in Poland. It's too cheap not to.
exactly.
remember the ones years ago I bought them at like Ocean State Job Lot. They were called like Venom.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
like
I
there was
didn't.
like a
I
big-
didn't drink
there was a
even
big
back
warning
then.
on the side that was like not like approved by the FDA.
Yeah.
I think it was like you are gonna die if you drink this. You're gonna die.
that's like the old cans of cocaine.
yeah. Oh, it was.
Oh, the
something
cocaine cans.
Yeah.
Dude, who got us cocaine? One of our
else.
cocaine energy. Was it Joe Booth?
Joe Booth.
Joe Booth. That was crazy.
Yeah, Joe Booth. Joe Booth got that for us.
Carmen came no Josh and I should have asked come over. Matt and I, cartism is in the same room. Could be dangerous. Come on over. How far away are you? We
He's
get
about the same distance as I am.
we get about 3 minutes before we start this thing.
Yeah. I'm literally about to click go.
Yeah, we
Just
can't tell you
open
what
it up.
that is until we start recording.
Open up a few links here. Make sure we're good to go. I'm sure whatever I'm reading here, Matt already knows.
Listen, maybe.
Oh, this is good. That's funny. Make sure these are all open.
I gotta show you something real quick.
Let's see these all links here. We're gonna talk about that. Because
Yep.
I'm definitely excited to get your take on
All the
that whole thing.
yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of quick short stuff I forgot I had saved here. Jeez, what am I doing?
I'm pulling up Gmail so I can live send Josh images.
Did I tell you that that track goes like through the intersection that Tupac was shot at?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, I tried walking to that intersection.
Yeah.
It's so far from the strip.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
listen, whoever said Tupac got shot on the strip in Vegas, you
No,
lied.
No.
You lied. Yeah.
Hey, Lion.
Yeah, you lied. It's
Oh my god, the image you just made. I don't even know if we can use it.
probably not. Honestly, probably not.
We're gonna use it, boys.
Let's see. Cybertruck, sure.
Jesus Christ.
I might have to just tell it to make it less racist.
You might have to.
Like,
Jeez.
hey, back off, chat man.
Yeah, like, hey,
Chat GPT.
who hurt you? Who
Yeah, Jesus.
hurt you?
Okay, what's going on over here?
Now the dirt cake ice cream is pretty all right,
Dirt cake? Oh, what are you talking about?
Doug.
No. Tupac didn't get shot next to the Peterson. Biggie got shot next to the Peterson.
Yeah.
Tupac
and by
got shot
next
in
to the
Vegas.
Peterson, you mean immediately in
Literally,
front of
yeah, at the
Peterson.
doorway. Yeah, Tupac got shot in Vegas.
Did you have to crop that?
No, oh no, crop this up. It's not racist. It's just funny. It's just funny how literally it took me.
Yes.
It is actually unbelievable how good it came out.
Perfect.
Wow, it won't make it anime style. That's crazy.
No anime?
No.
Jordan's a big
put-
anime fan.
Put Japanese animation. Maybe anime is like a
Yeah,
band
shorten it
term.
up a little bit.
Mm-mm.
Hit me with a hentai.
Oh no. just curry bukkake.
Yeah, it's just not making images. Period.
It's cut you off. You've had too much fun with it.
Too much fun. I definitely think there were other things I wanted to see, but that's fine. World's largest gas station.
Is it in Texas?
No, it is actually in. Let me open that up for you and give you a little insight.
Turkmenistan.
It is in Sevierville, Tennessee.
Okay.
It's a Buc-ee's.
I figured it was a Buc-ee's.
Tupac 7 is still for sale? That's crazy.
74,000 square feet.
Why?
Dude, it's not making images.
Yeah. 120 fuel pumps.
That's got to be a mess.
You know, I went to there's a Herbst. Right.
Terrible.
Yeah,
is what it's called,
in Jean, Nevada.
Yep.
Where technically no one lives, but it's like what
Is that
I
a
thought.
Tom Segura joke? And Gene.
No. And I think that was the biggest gas station before this one.
Okay.
And you pull up and you're like, what the fuck's going on here? You walk in and it's like a Walmart of just beef jerky and energy
Oh,
drinks.
man.
It's unreal.
You could survive in there for like weeks.
A long time.
Yeah.
A very long time.
Well, no. Because it's
Yeah.
just beef jerky and Mountain Dew.
They've got like, who's the big beef jerky company?
Jack Links.
Yeah, like Jack Link's has its own store inside of there.
So
They have one or two NASCAR cars and one or two trophy trucks.
I was going to tell you why. So the guy who owns Terribles,
Yes.
his son is Riley Herbst, who
Yes.
races in the NASCAR Busch Series.
What's up, Phil Can?
So one of the running jokes on Twitter that we have whenever Riley crashes is everyone just goes terrible.
Terrible. They also run trophies as
Yes.
well. They had quite the display in Vegas because
Oh, I
it's kind of
believe
like
it, yeah,
their
yeah.
home thing. They had quite a terrible display in Vegas. It was actually a crazy display.
Was that when you were out for the Mint?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. We ready to get the party started?
I'm ready to go, baby.
All right.
You gonna run over and hit that button real quick? Oh, gonna turn off.
He's sprinting.
We'll get into it a little slower this time. Corey's gonna really
Throw up the intro.
jump around.
Jump up, and get down.
Oh. Hello and welcome to the Revival Motoring Podcast. I am Chuck Hume. Hey. Also, in the beautiful room right here, we got Corey S.I.
Hello.
and we got the unbelievable Matt Wood
Howdy.
in the room.
The one, the only,
The one, the only, the powerful.
the first time eater of Indian food.
First time eater of Indian food today. We got nacho snacks in Providence,
Delicious.
and it's satisfied. It was spicy. It was wonderful. Daddy isn't here today because he's out fighting a flesh-eating virus. So a
That's it. He's
We're gonna
out.
hope he
He had
gets
some
all right.
salad and it's over.
little bit of salad blew him
Yeah.
out, buddy.
Shook's not here and no one's surprised.
Shook's not here. Yeah, that did not surprise us whatsoever. What does it do next? Before we get into things, we're telling you we are sponsored by listeners.
We are brought to you
Brought
by
to
you,
you by listeners like you.
just like you.
And later on, Matt's going to tell us about the Bucks for the boys.
I'll do my best.
Or I can. I mean, that's easy enough. But yeah, revivemotor.com/B4B. Think about supporting your boys. We could sure use it. Maybe we'll be able to get Josh the cure to his illness.
The illness that he has.
Yeah, that's for something. That's deep contributions
Yeah.
going on over here. Nonetheless, what else we got going on today? We're just gonna talk about random shit. I think we got some great news stories. We're gonna ask Matt for his inner knowledge on topics, and all in all, it's just gonna be a ripper,
It's gonna
old
be-
fashioned ripper. You know how it goes off the rails when Daddy's not here.
That's right. A good old fashioned hangout.
So we're gonna try to make a hangout happen. I'm gonna try to ignore the chat room. This is very hard to do. Continue and go this doing, and then if I look at my goddamn image generator, it's not making anything for me. So
That's all right.
let's go to the next
It's
segment.
taking
I think
the
it's.
night off.
I think I got it.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Oh, thank God for the goddamn structure. Call back, boys. What do we got?
Oh boy. What do I have here? Oh, first things first.
First things first.
Matt and I both attended an unbelievable weekend event. Matt's going to help us recap it.
Here we go.
It's
We
phenomenal.
both visited
Mhm.
Formula None,
Formula
North
None.
Haven, Connecticut.
Yep.
I call it 12 ounce brewing. It's 12% brewing.
Mhm.
put on by Mike, Upstate Mike.
Upstate Mike.
Upstate Mike. And it was my first time out there. His second event. Matt, did you go to the first one?
I did not.
See, so we're both first timers.
Couple first timers.
Hell of a time.
Where was it?
North Haven, 12%.
12% in North Haven, Connecticut. So that's 2 hours from here.
Solid. Yeah.
Nice
Ish.
little ride.
Ish.
Nice little. What time that baby pop off?
I got there at 8.
Okay,
Started
so
at 8.
you're right in there.
I'm an on-time guy.
Mike's
knocking
putting
on the
on.
door.
Mike have help, or is it a Mike show?
When I showed up, it seemed like a Mike show.
It's a Mike show. That's a
Seemed
man.
like a
Now a lot of people dropped out of the show games. It takes so much. You get a single man hammering it out.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
See, I'd call this more of
G2G.
vibes.
Ooh,
Vibes.
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 Vibes were
Strong
Very
vibes
good.
set inside. Mike's a big vibe guy.
Was the whole event vibes basically?
Vibes.
yes.
Vibes everywhere.
So
Yeah,
vibes.
everyone was vibing. They had these like local town kids who were trying to raise money to go to Florida, and they were hustling people for bags of candy.
Love to see that.
I bought 3 bags of candy, ended up returning them because I was like, if I eat 3 bags of candy, that's going to be an issue.
You returned them to the charity.
Yeah, I gave them back. I was like, listen, sell them to someone else.
That's
Keep
amazing.
my money.
That's amazing.
I don't need it.
I heard rumors of, and saw pictures of you parked inside. There
I was parked
A lot of
inside.
controversy over that choice.
A lot
Tell
of
me
controversy. I had no intentions of parking inside, but I was very kindly asked to bring my vehicle
about it. Yep.
inside the building. I then dragged exhaust the entire way up the ramp. It was a very steep ramp, definitely not meant for vehicles of this caliber,
Okay.
such as a Honda Civic.
That is a caliber, dude.
There was, let's recap what was parked inside. Ford Escort Cosworth,
Heavy.
unbelievable. There was the FCP Volvo wagon,
Wrong button.
very cool. There
figures.
was Marvin, aka Chillmatics Evo 4, 5, or 6. Don't know which one.
It was like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, silver, unbelievable.
Big fog lights.
No.
No.
So it's
Probably
probably
a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good looking car.
Yeah, dude.
There was your boy.
Yeah.
There was
Top.
Brett Sloan and a slant nose, like all black everything peacock.
Boo. Slow. That's unbelievable.
There was another white Porsche there.
You throw
I
some
don't-
money down on that slant nose. Tell Sloan to put it on layaway.
I told Sloan it's an even trade, Civic for the slant nose. His son agreed.
Hey, Civic will last forever.
That's true.
Slant nose,
nose
not
will
going to make it
not.
out of
Yeah.
there.
There was a gentleman. He had.
Is that fiberglass body, that slant nose?
Part of it had to have been. Like
I
the
think
rear
they're supposed to
quarters
be.
were wild.
No,
they?
I doubt it. No, they're metal if they're real.
I don't know. Didn't we learn that like a way to tell it is that like the little like inserts
All I know
are
is
made out of balsa wood?
Sloan's never touched fiberglass.
Well,
so
so
that thing
here's-
is metal.
It had the DP Motorsports logos on them.
Oh, it was that car?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It was cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like the rear quarters were wild.
I heard Warren just drove in.
Okay, let me. I was getting Warren.
Let me hear about this.
Let me my last one. There was
Warren's
a gentleman
fucking
from
our
Quattro
boy.
Motorsports with the wagon.
Yep.
Last to round up the inside crew was Warren.
Yeah.
Now, we're parked inside.
Yep.
I'm standing inside. Bunch of people standing around. It's still pretty early in the morning. Now to get in the building, you have to drive up a ramp, down a hallway. A hallway probably twice the width of a car, but like filled with like warehouse equipment, through a doorway into the big like brewery area.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, Warren drives a Volvo square thing.
240.
Thank you. A 240 with an LS motor in it. We're all standing around and we just hear this chop like echoing through the hallway. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is that? And just slowly creeping around the corner is this Volvo. And the look on everyone, because I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I know who this is. Everyone was like, what the fuck is going on here? Who is that? And Warren just came in, hard style parked right in front of everyone. Unbelievable. What was more impressive
Just laid it out on the table.
is that when he left, it
Yeah.
like rumbled the building because it seemed like started
Oh,
that
yeah.
baby up inside of a warehouse. It's probably like a pallet of like empty cans and fall over.
There was also that weird golf cabrio based thing,
So that is Mike's. It is a Biagini.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mike's thing's crazy.
So I've seen a lot of photos of Mike's car over the years that he's had it, and none could relay the scale of the car.
Tell me about the scale.
It's tall.
it is tall.
It's really tall. And one thing that was pointed out to me was that the fenders in the hood sit about like 3 inches higher than like the cowl of
Okay.
a normal. So think of like a cabrio. Now lift it like 6 inches, put giant tires on it, and
like-
then the fenders and the hood sit like 3 inches higher than that. It's huge. Also, the interior is outrageous, and that's how we got it.
Yeah, the interior. I've seen the interior on it. The thing's sick.
I thought it was like, oh, we gotta put this in. It doesn't, no one makes it like this.
It's sick. I
Yeah,
think there's
they
like
do.
10 of them. in
Yes,
general.
there's a very limited amount. It looks outrageous. It was an awesome event. Big vibes. If you missed out, there's got to be more next year.
Big vibes. How
Maybe
we-
coming closer to you.
What are we talking about outside? What kind of car? What kind of turnout we have? What kind
What
of
was
vehicles?
that thing
What
you
are
were
we seeing?
losing your mind over? The little thing.
The truck,
Yeah, the little
a
truck.
Daihatsu Rocky.
A Daihatsu Rocky.
Yeah, it was teal and silver. It was sick.
Matt was
Oh, it was
so
awesome.
excited.
Tell
I
me
was
about the Daihatsu Rocky. What's
it's-
the deal?
It's like a Suzuki Samurai, but made by Daihatsu.
K truck,
No, bigger.
1.3,
It's actually,
something
no, it's
fucking
tracker
sizable.
sized. It's tracker sized.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
They're
All right.
sweet. It was teal and silver.
Mm-hmm.
Just great because you don't see those ever.
We had other highlights outside. What else is going on out there?
996 GT3 on TE37s. Oh, it was great. Japanese import RS6 wagon, like a
10-cylinder twin turbo.
no, the one right before that.
Hate that one.
We didn't get that
8-cylinder twin
one.
turbo. Yeah.
the 4.2 and 8
Cool
cylinder.
car. Terrible car though, but cool car.
Very cool, but very terrible. Yeah.
there was a Noble that was supposed to park inside, couldn't make it inside.
It was but it
Like
didn't have,
didn't run long enough to get inside. Sounds like a
It's
Noble.
just too steep to go up.
Okay.
It didn't have the V6 in it. It was a Turbo K series that was in it.
Someone fixed the Noble.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely able to get up
I
there.
would have got inside, but it was not. To be honest, the Civic was too low to go in there.
I parked next to a very old gentleman with a Pontiac Super Chief.
What is it?
It's
Super
like a just
cheap.
big old 50s Pontiac
It
sedan.
sounds like a name I'd like to
I
go
must have
by.
missed that one.
Oh, it's down. I was down far.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds like one of Cool Keith's aliases, the Super Chief.
And it was he had like the little placard for it and everything because he
Nice.
was like full old man.
Yeah. Had
It
the
was
build,
some like
the build
old,
photo.
old RX-7s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old RX-7 crew came out.
There's
There
a
was
bunch of Porsches.
a lot of Porsches. Yeah. But it was a good mix.
Yeah.
Where it was obviously beer, because it was like a brewery place.
Beer,
Coffee,
coffee, Liquid
Vibes.
Death, vibes.
LDs.
And then, so the family members of the kids that were hustling everyone to sell candy
Yep.
were slinging breakfast sandos
Oh, those were
on the
delicious.
Blackstones. How many of those did I eat?
That's brilliant.
More than I should have. And
That's a whole business model in itself.
yeah, breakfast sandals on a
Just
Blackstone.
we should bring a Blackstone. I know I can't get my glasses back on.
Breakfast sandos on the Blackstone can't be beaten. Overall, it's just a great time.
I love
Once the
that.
sun busted out, the temperature wasn't that bad.
The temperature was bad.
Come on, it
was-
wasn't that bad. From mid-November, we're out here.
True.
Here's my thoughts. I wake up 5:30 in the morning, right?
Yep.
I look at my phone. It's 25 degrees outside. I like quietly and sneakily get dressed, go outside. I start my car, and I'm like, I feel like I'm either sneaking out of my parents' house as a teenager or cheating on a spouse right now because like it's 25 degrees, it's pitch black out.
Oh yeah.
And I'm starting my fun car to go somewhere. I was so giddy because I
You're
was
a
like,
rascal.
I felt like I was doing something so
Illegal.
wrong. Yeah, so
You're being a
wrong.
bit of a rascal out
Yeah.
there.
But it was great. I stopped at south of the border.
How was it? Still
great.
hitting.
There was a guy sitting on the counter who remained sitting on the counter to check me out.
Oh, he stayed
just
up
didn't
there.
even
He
Get
stayed
up.
sitting on the counter.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
It's a Connecticut law. Before 9 a.m. It's
It was 6:45 in the morning, so I don't
That's
blame
what
him.
happens.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, overall great. It's called Formula None. Could possibly be coming to a location closer to you or further away.
Rumor
depending
was
on where you
Toby didn't make it.
Toby didn't make it. Him and Scott went to go service another human
As usual.
for some parts.
Oh, okay.
It's a what do they call it? Goods and services.
yeah.
They were providing services. The gentleman was providing goods.
Yeah. No, I can see that. It's a good tag team
Yeah,
move.
but everyone did go hang out at Scott's after, which I'm bummed I missed. However, I missed it to have a really cool interview with our good friends, Mr. Sam Dobbins.
S. Dobbs. Is that coming out? Should that be out right now?
It seems like we have to go ahead now. We're waiting for a particular thing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
release.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay. So Formula None, they're going to do it again next year, at least one time.
many times,
Many times next
but
year.
at least one more at that location.
Excellent. And this is the second one, so they're going to start really putting these things into high gear next year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think he just kind of found someone who runs that brewery who kind of understands what he was trying to put on. His first one, there was no cars inside, apparently.
Okay.
And then he talked about putting on the second one and kind of pitched the idea, well, what if I park a few cars inside? And the person was like, yeah, of course, why not? Which is a crazy thing. Like, hey, have someone come drive vehicles into this giant brewery.
Especially with all of the like virgin cans there.
Yeah, I don't listen. I'm not a health guy here. I don't know. It's none of my business.
Well, they didn't have tops on them, so like because they hadn't been. Obviously, you don't put a top on it before you fill it. Which
Nothing
you'd
wrong
think-
with a little exhaust fume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I really wanted to like run into the whole pile of them like with myself,
You know,
just for the
I think about the
occasion.
noise of like what that would be just falling down.
It's fucking paradise,
Yeah.
dude. Listen, that sounds excellent. I'm looking forward to the
It was a
next
great
one.
time.
If I wasn't DJing till 3 o'clock in the morning, I would have come by. But I've decided that's not me anymore.
That's not you.
I'm going to sleep if I'm out that late.
That's not you.
I'm with you there. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. What time did you get home the night before? 3.
3.
That's rough.
And it was like me getting out of there pretty quick. So yeah, I
was,
just I can't do that
it's
again.
not a solid move.
No, that's how I started COVID all those years ago.
It's not a solid move.
You started it.
Yeah. I had 2 DJ gigs and 2 car shows, and I think I had like 20. I had like 8 or 9 energy drinks inside 40 hours.
I had to drive Chuck home.
Jordan, $5. Your mother doesn't have a top on her. Love to hear it.
Yeah, I love that for you, Mom. So overall, great. However, that brings me in to my next callback.
Uh-huh.
So some OGs, some non-OGs, maybe some people who are internet prowess savvy
Yep.
would remember a brand called More Than More.
Yeah.
Who remembers
Sure
a
do.
brand called More Than More? Well,
Me.
Yeah.
Me. Pick me.
good news.
Yeah.
More Than More
Yeah.
is coming back.
That's good news for everybody.
It's a great news for everyone. Sam is reviving, revitalizing, refreshing, renewing.
I got a nice More Than More t-shirt, actually.
I still wear all my More Than More gear.
Love that.
I still have every single one of the calendars I ever bought. So keep your eyes open. Everyone should go follow More Than More USA, More Than More US, or More Than More USA.
big
Just-
drop coming up. I
big,
think.
big drop coming
big
up.
Drop,
Big,
large
big drop.
drop.
I'd probably assume we're going to see that by the end of the month.
Okay.
I'm just going to put a deadline out for Sam that I've never cleared
Yeah,
with
nail
him
the
at all.
deadline down. By the end of the month, expect a big drop.
Just creating one.
I
for
don't
him.
see the issue here.
He'll be fine.
So anyway, I'm super excited. It's cool to see friends do awesome things. It's awesome to support him. He has been a huge supporter of Revival for
Since the beginning, since the inception.
since
Since
it
it
was
was
literally
conceived.
semen inside of Josh. Sam has been a huge supporter. So we get to now return the favor and support Sam.
I love that.
Sick.
I love
And
that
I look
so
forward
much.
to it.
Well, you guys had a fun-filled weekend, and let me tell you what, there's a fun-filled weekend coming up as well.
Oh, there is.
We get some events going on. Let me start off right off the jump. It's going to be the Saturday is the last Lock City Drift of the year
Absolutely.
I might go up to that.
at Thompson Motorsports Speedway and Family Fun Center.
I unfortunately will not be able to attend.
I'm going to try to get out there. That reminds me that I should text Shabby or Lynch now to let him know I'm coming through. I am very excited for it. I missed the last couple because I wasn't around. But, you know, you can plan a nice little weekend if you're going to do this. You can go over to Lock City at Thompson.
Boom.
You know, hang out there. Maybe
Boom.
pop back to Providence. Have a nice dinner. You know, maybe go to Tallulah's for some tacos.
Mhm.
Maybe go to Nacho Snacks for some Indian food.
Highly recommend.
Then pop out to the Red Door, see your boy. Old Charlie Justice over here is going to be DJing at the Red Door with his buddy Nick D. Perry.
What time you hitting the
Have a
ones
sound
and twos?
for. But 10 o'clock, so after you're asleep.
All right.
Time for a video.
Monsters, that's gonna be low for me, though.
Nick the Perry's going to be there. We're playing till about 2, which is always a blast. And then, very much on the next day, we are going to have the Katy Toy Drive, which we've been talking about. Katy and Ocean State Drubs Toy Drive this Sunday. Over here at the Revival/Katy headquarters building,
Mm-hmm.
Dexter Avenue, Providence.
Dexter Road.
Dexter Road. Ave probably won't get you there. It looks like, as of right now, and I know this is impossible to call, weather looks like it's going to be more than okay.
Looks like weather is going to be more than passable for a late November hang.
And we're saying, you know, you want to bring an unwrapped new toy or a couple. Corey and I went down to the old Big Toy Company headquarters today and dumped an insane amount of money on toys for the kiddos. We saw a huge, there's a pickup truck load of toys get dropped off today. So the toys are already flowing
Heavy.
for this event. So don't show up lackluster.
What time does this event start at?
9 to 4.
9 to 4. This is an all-day event.
All day. It's come and go. Hang for a little bit, take off.
It's
come
going to be
late,
like
whatever.
a donut meat hangy. You want to bring donuts? We highly encourage it. We should kind of make it a donut thing because I don't think there's going to be food served this year.
Yes, it should be depending on time because if you get here at like noon, don't bring donuts.
Yeah, but if you're here early, we'll be hanging out, doing some donut stuff, just bullshitting and having a good time. It's really good cause. Every year, they just do a knockout job. We get a ton of toys for local charities. You know, they see the charities that they drop it off at. This isn't like a big corporate thing. This is just put together by some local car guys. And, yeah, we're going to knock it out of the park. We're
It's
very
really
excited for it.
not that hard to swing by. I mean, you've got Target, you've got Walmart, you've got like Barnes & Noble's got a crazy toy section. Any drugstore does. Pick up a toy or two and come drop it off for people who are in need.
Yeah, come hang out, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you know, you want to come to Providence for the weekend, get a nice little setup for you, you know?
Solid.
KD and Revival.
And then maybe
food
talk
for
to us about
children.
the super secret after lunch, you know, the super secret late lunch. Little prime rib event going on afterwards.
I have to follow up on that. So I have some Lock City information here.
Oh, yeah.
That was sent to Josh for him to read tonight.
Okay, let's hear it.
So he's forwarded over to me. I'm going to read it here. It says, "Hey Josh, quick yearbook update. I talked to Michael last night, and Revival is good to promote the yearbook and event drivers banquet on the podcast. So this is me
Let's promo it.
promoting the event drivers banquet on the podcast. You can find tickets on the Lock City website, just like you purchase a normal event ticket. The yearbook pre-order will be on the store website later on this week. He'll be putting up a big announcement post on IG when they has a yearbook ready for ordering. So everyone, if you're interested in the drivers banquet for Lock City, that's where you got to go get tickets. It's on the Lock City websites, like where you kind of book your events, and the yearbooks will be up there soon.
Do we
So-
know when the Drivers Banquet is?
You know what? I don't.
Okay. Ooh, Tyler Nito, $10. Your mother looks like a passable November hang. That's his first ever super chat.
That's a good one.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that is
Thank you.
excellent.
Made it
Yeah,
count.
that is good. It's good. Thank you for that.
That's
Thank
a
you.
hitter. Talk about coming in hard.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah, good news. You want to go to Drivers Banquet? Gotta get your ticket on the Lock City website. Keep your eyes peeled for
I've never
The-
gone. I'd like to go.
the Drivers Banquet.
Well, you have
Josh
to be a
went last year.
driver first, wouldn't you?
No, that is not true.
No?
We can go as media.
Ah.
Or media drivers.
We are media supporters of Lock City, so we can attend.
One of my
even
favorite
though I have
events.
not.
Yeah. December 9th for the banquet. Thank you, Carman Camp.
Thank you.
I saw, I think it was on the Lock City Instagram account. They posted
I
up
might be around, but
some-
not be able to be there. It
some
was-
bit of the
sucks.
yearbook?
I gotta look that up. Thank you.
Some bits of the yearbook.
Yeah, it looks pretty tight.
That's cool. I think the yearbook. I think them doing the yearbook is a brilliant idea.
Agreed.
Honestly,
Unbelievable.
it's a brilliant idea. It's a very, very cool thing.
It's things you can show your grandkids down the line too.
Exactly. What do we got here? Oh, let's see. No, nothing yet. So keep your eyes locked in for the Lock City yearbook and drivers banquet. Let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna be Carman Camp's +1. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
All right.
Also, I got some other stuff. I got some actual callbacks, not just weekend events, but that is a fun-filled weekend over here in the Rhode Island area, Rhode Island, Connecticut area for you if you want to stop through. Hotels are cheap now because nobody comes here. Details by Doug this weekend. Last weekend got my X5 all set for winter. Nice to see. Recoated it for me, took care of it. Hit it with that complimentary interior vacuum.
Looks phenomenal.
It's
tell
looking
you
a
what,
million.
man.
It's looking a million.
It's unbelievable in there right now. So, big shout to Doug, man. Always taking care of me. I'm probably going to do some more coating come summer. Maybe once the GTR gets out of just normal jail. So, yeah, shout to Doug. Regularly, I look on the internet for content to read on this beautiful podcast. I pop by Jalopnik from time to time, despite my many reasons not to. And I literally had to install ad block again for it.
Oh, it's awful.
What a disaster that site is, dude. If you go past the stories, it'll endless doom scroll, just bullshit trash. And
It's like visiting one of those like English paper websites.
yeah, it's like
They suck.
visiting like the Google shit will give you like, hey, check out this secret to this, and you pull on it, and it's like 9,000 pages long. It's
6 out of 7
Jalopnik.
doctors don't agree.
A disaster, but not even more of that. I mean, I go on there to look for news, obviously on cars, and I get an article on a cheap way to track my bicycle.
Excuse me?
Yeah. It's an AirTag holder hidden in a reflector. It comes up like the second ad every time I go on there. I thought it was an automotive website.
Loving it. Two things. What you said and Josh said, Jordan said, I was drunk next to Josh. He didn't seem impressed. Great time.
Would go again. Yeah, I mean, I thought bike guys and car guys were fucking mortal enemies.
Yeah.
Probably not. There's a lot of bike guys and car guys.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to read. If I want to read bike news, I go to the bike website. I'll
There's
go
a
to
bike website for that.
take up the whole lane.com.
Yeah.
And see what's going on over there. You know, so
Ride4wide.net.
I don't know. The place is just a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like once advertisers get their hands on
Money
it too
Ship
much.
News and Dick Pills. What a website.
Yeah.
It's true, man.
Well,
I wish it was even that pertinent to my interests.
They got bought out. Like the Gawker Media guys
Yeah.
got bought out.
Yeah, it was Hollywood Hulk Hogan fucking strangled him to death
And
with
like
his
this dude
lawsuit,
named
his
Jim
penis lawsuit.
Spanfeller like owns it now, and he's an absolute penis.
Yeah, the
Who
whole
owns
thing's a
it?
disaster.
Jim Spanfeller.
Jim Spanfeller.
But just know that, Jalopnik, I installed AdBlock just for you.
It's
I'm surprised they
rough.
don't have one of those things on there that it's like, hey, you can't look unless you uninstall
Dude, it won't
AdBlock.
even automatically do it. Like, I have to click on features of the website and get rid of them. Like,
my God.
there's so many ads, like, it doesn't know what to do.
It's like a recipe website.
Yeah, it gives you.
Yeah,
read
yeah.
through 7
The recipe
paragraphs.
websites are the worst, where it's like, my aunt used to make these pickles in 1943. Like, bitch, I'm at the Stop and Shop looking for fucking ingredients. I can't read about your aunt right now.
Yeah, no one
Maybe
gives a fuck
later
about
I
her.
won't read about her.
Yeah, maybe later I'll skip that on purpose, you know?
Jeez, it's awful.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah, that website's still a total nightmare. That stupid green color scheme they got now.
I don't mind the green.
I love green, it's my favorite color.
Weren't they orange for a
I
while?
know what it
Yeah.
stands for on there, though. It stands for Don't Drive Your Car, is what it stands for. It stands for Walk Around New York City like all our writers.
Take the public transit.
Yeah, it's public transit green. That's what that is. Big green guy over here.
I got some big news.
I love
Not
big
even
news.
Call back.
Call back.
Future back.
Future back?
Future back.
Back to the future?
Baby.
If anyone's interested, you've got to check out this week/weekend is the Baja 1000.
Baja 1000
Yes.
this
The
weekend.
Baja 1000. So there's a few different places that are good to tune in. Score International Instagram, obviously going to be the best.
Yeah.
Another great place to check in on all of this is going to be the Baja Jerky Instagram page. Yes, I said Baja Jerky.
Baja Jerky.
They are running a Class 11 and a trophy truck, and they are very active with posting updates. Also, my homie, Live Action Pete, check out his Instagram. He's always posting out there. He's like top dog co-driver. So, yeah, check it out. It's awesome. There's a live stream. There's trackers. It's a whole thing. It is truly unreal. 56th annual Baja 1000 this
A
weekend.
wild event.
Baja's the realest dealest. I mean, that's
yeah.
just
There's
out of control.
nothing more real than the Baja 1000.
Yeah, very excited for that.
It's like
When's it starting? Friday?
it actually started. The festivities started the 13th. I think cars take off probably sometime tomorrow morning.
So 2-3 days of partying, then you pop it in high gear.
A buddy of mine, Camden Thrasher, he's like photographed the event quite a few times.
Yeah.
And the stories that he's just told me about traversing and everything you just set up just to photograph that event is wild.
Yeah, the guys that I just mentioned. Well, actually, I talked about them before. The GHA Racing team. They're like the who's who of like Class 11 racing, and they did a really, really, really great documentary series on the last Baja series. And the video did really well. It got like 500,000 views, which is crazy for like a
Yeah.
Volkswagen Beetle racing in
Yeah.
the desert video. And it really kind of gives you a true vision of what's going on out there. I mean, locals, they love it. It's like, this is like their like NFL.
Oh, yeah.
I love
So like
that.
they're all for it. The peninsula is like a take no prisoner type situation. So
Some dudes do this on bikes too. Like,
they're out of their minds. They are out of their minds. Yep.
Yeah, That
Yeah.
that's the shit that really blows my mind.
They're out of their
like
minds.
the Dakar doing bikes is one thing because you're in the middle of the fucking desert. This is not like it's deserty, but there's rocks.
Yeah, it's silt, it's
Yeah.
dirt, it's rocks, it's
It's rough.
ocean.
Yeah.
It's
Go for a nice.
Yeah.
little
Yeah, they're
trip.
running like big fucking dirt bikes, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not
Big dirt
touring
bikes.
anything.
No.
It's just
huge
like,
tanks.
hey, you ever want to ride a dirt bike for fucking ever? They're like the harshest terrain
Yeah.
on earth.
Yeah. It's not
No
even-
place to stop or forgiveness. Like at least the guys in cars can have a fucking water
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah. Well, they're running camelbacks with the string into their mouth.
Nuts. There's a bunch of rally stuff this weekend because WRC Japan is this weekend too.
Oh, really?
Japan?
It's a tarmac rally now, and all the drivers are like this is probably one of the most difficult and technical runs that will ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
that's sick.
one part of one stage called Isagami.
Is it in the
Tunnel.
Toge?
It is, yes.
Whew.
One
Come
of
on.
them is Isagami Tunnel, which is a haunted tunnel.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
God,
haunted
Japan
tunnel,
is so fucking cool.
Japan's just better than us at everything.
They're so cool.
and it's 2.2 meters wide and about like 300 meters long.
2.2 meters. What's that?
7 feet.
Yeah, 7
Yeah.
feet about. And it's like a 300-meter long tunnel,
Yeah.
and these guys are just like slinging down it.
Yeah.
And
Just scraping the mirrors as they
nah,
go.
not even. Like that's how
Really?
good they are. Dude,
A hot dog down a hallway,
I'd be
buddy.
pinballing that thing. The photos that come out of it are nuts too, because some of the guys like put their cameras up on top of it
Yeah.
and have like a remote shutter. Wild.
It'd be cool to like, all right, hear me out.
Yeah.
Fill it with smoke. And when they blast through, when they punch through the other side, that like poof of smoke that they're gonna drag out with them.
I think the concerning thing would be the low visibility in the fucking 7 foot wide tunnel.
So with your vision, is there going to be like pyro and like Stone Cold steam is going to start playing when you block
Well,
out
see,
the
they put
tunnel?
magnesium strips on both sides of the car.
No, it's either gonna be right at sunrise or like golden hour. So you're gonna catch like that.
It would be beautiful,
smoke. Yeah.
but like
Want to shift in there. The
at the-
least hot take on the planet. Hot take: WRC drivers are the best drivers. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
well, it's really funny too, because you have like Sebastian Loeb, who's like the best WRC driver of all time, who didn't even get into a car until he was like 16.
Yeah, and
To do
just
anything.
hammered from there on.
Yeah, he
like
was-
changed the entire sport the way that guy drives.
He wanted to do like ballet and then like be like an electrician. He's like, well, I could try this.
I remember
I could try it.
Yeah.
I remember we first started racing and like everybody was just slamming sideways through corners. He's like, if I just take it like a normal race, I'll beat everyone
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck?
It's a really good, like, a lot of professional racers have said that like the best driver on the planet is someone who's like flipping burgers somewhere.
yeah.
They just don't have the
Just a
opportunity.
natural talent. It's
Yeah,
just unbelievable.
And that's like kind of like how Sebastian Loeb was like, he
Yeah.
had no interest in doing this, and then he's like, well, let's try it, and
Dude.
kills everybody.
Yeah,
for
guy's a mon. I
9
remember
years
like
in a
the
row.
first couple rallies he was in. And
Oh,
it's
it's
just like,
nuts.
what
He's
the
a
fuck
machine.
is this guy doing?
And everything he's gotten into after that, he has won at least one race in pretty much everything he's done.
Just the best
Yeah.
at everything.
What a
He's
hard
He's a
out.
machine.
Could have been a ballerina.
Yeah, or an electrician.
Could have been flipping bergs.
Wow, this looks. I mean, I'm just looking at some photos of everything here.
Yeah, what we've
It
seen.
looks sick. Of like just the WRC Japan.
Oh, it's wild.
Yeah, it's.
They said it's by far like the most technical, and it's not like the fastest pavement rally they have.
Yeah.
because it's like that's like Corsica. They're putting it on par with like the Safari Rally,
Mhm.
where if you're gonna do good here, you have to at least just finish it first. It's like difficult, and it's a driver difficult event.
So we got. I mean, this weekend is stacked.
Oh, it's stacked.
Stacked.
Yeah.
And we're almost in December, boys.
We are.
Quick deep thought. Fuck daylight savings time.
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst.
I thought we did away with it.
Who thought
I did too.
Who thought this shit up? It's fucking. I get home. I pick up my daughter from school. I get home at like 3:30 and it's dark. I'm like, I'll just go to sleep then.
I said, what time did I get here? What, 5:30? It felt like it's like 11.
It's
Yeah.
insane, dude. What?
Yeah.
What? Who traded their soul to Satan so we have to do this? Which one of these fucking Joe Byron motherfuckers did this?
Wasn't it?
Who traded it?
Wasn't it for the
I need to know.
farmers?
Yeah, it was for the farmers. Like
Yeah, in World War
The farmers
II.
don't need them anymore.
No, they don't.
They don't need it.
No,
things like electricity exist.
those guys get up early as hell anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just stop it, man. Stop it. It's too.
I will take that one.
I don't care if it's lighter in the morning. Who gives
Yeah,
a
I don't
shit?
either. Like,
what
I will-
happened with the thing of getting? We're supposed to be getting rid of it.
I don't know.
Arizona did it. Arizona's like, fuck y'all, here
been
we go.
gone with it.
Arizona's been done with it.
Get rid of daylight saving time. Let's see. It approves bill to make daylight savings time.
Like I thought.
I thought we were done with
yeah,
it.
I thought we were too. Like I thought when we pushed the
making
clocks,
it permanent.
Yeah.
Because the government can't get anything done,
Oh, they'll
dude.
probably shut down again.
I hope so.
This
That'd
doesn't
be
mean
the best.
making it permanent by we're going to do it forever now, does it?
Oh, I hate.
Why
oh,
are we
if they
still
would do
changing our
this?
clocks here?
Yeah, tell me that. Riddle
How-
me that.
I don't want winter time all year.
Oh
I
god.
want summertime all year. I'd like to get out of work and there still be like a glimmer of hope on the horizon.
It's the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, why are we still doing this? Why the time change? You know what? Yeah, this is another one of these things where it's just not going to tell you. I'm asking a question. I'm asking for an answer.
Hey, you know
need
what the
to- need to
answer
read
is?
the backstory.
No.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
So, you know what? Whatever.
We're just gonna keep doing it, even though it benefits nobody.
Yeah.
You need to read about George Washington's aunt first.
Yeah, by the time we get out of here, the sun's going to be coming up.
Yeah. Look at George Washington's song.
Yeah.
Made these pickles for everyone in the Confederacy.
Nick says, what we want is permanent
Yeah.
daylight saving time.
Yeah, sure. We want
Yeah.
whatever it isn't right now.
Yeah, whatever the opposite of right
Whatever
now.
happened wasn't great.
Make it go away, please.
Let's make it go back.
Yeah. Make it go away,
So
please.
that would be great if you guys could make that happen. Other deep thought I had today. So excited not to deal with some of my cars for a while. Once we get to this Toy Drive. That's pretty much the end of car season for us up here, I think.
Yeah.
Hill season is upon us. Sunday River open today. Fire those fucking snow guns up. Let's get going. Daddy needs to get to the hill. Yeah, excited to just permanently leave all my shit in my garage.
Just don't break your leg.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Absolutely
I've
the
never
most.
skied or snowboarded either.
Really, it's great up there.
It's cost a lot of money.
Yeah, it sure does. Depends, you know?
I've never
Depends.
had that.
I don't know how much it depends.
I mean, if you get a season pass,
Yeah, it's reasonable, but then you gotta buy like you gotta buy the board, you gotta buy the binding.
yeah, you gotta
buy
get the
all
equipment.
shit,
You gotta get the equipment. Yeah, price of entry is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get this stuff, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't just get out there and hang it on the mountain. You don't have to ski.
That's what I do.
It'd be terrible.
That's literally
You
what I
can
do.
tube. You can go tubing.
Ah, dude, I go tubing, king of the tubes.
Tubes are pretty sick.
King of the
the
tubes.
tubes.
Mountain
King of the
coasters, dude.
King of the tube.
But yeah, the season's upon us, boys. It's nice to put stuff away.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting real close to snow season, snow tire season up here. That comes after Thanksgiving. For me, at least, I got to put those Fockers on.
I feel the same.
Yeah, I'm glad I got my stuff coated and everything ready for winter. You know, the whole key to coating it is to kind of get it as armored up as possible, so you can run it through that touchless wash 200 times.
Yes.
You know.
That's why I'm thankful that like we have a car wash at work.
Yeah.
I'll just ship that thing through there once.
Hammer it
every
through,
2
buddy.
days.
That's what it's about.
Once every 2 days.
Yeah.
See, my thing with in the winter, I use the touchless, but I try going every other week. Because if I go every other week, in my mind, I'm like, so it's 3 months of time,
Yeah.
kind of. Every other week. So 3 months, it's 12 weeks. I'm really only putting it through like 6 times.
Well, so here's the problem you have is you have a gloss black car.
yeah, it's awful.
I have a
Right.
gloss white car.
Yeah.
So the one we have at work isn't even a touchless. It's
Can't
got
see the
those,
dirt.
Fucking.
Oh, it just slaps it around? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't tell what the swirls
It's got
are
everybody
like in that
else's
paint.
dirt on those. As it passes through. I usually come winter, before this podcast, every time I run through the touchless.
Yeah. So you're a once a week guy?
Once a week, every other week, depending on how shit that week is looking. You know what I mean? But
I mean, last one we had a pretty dry, non-eventful.
I don't
yeah,
know
that's
if it's
that's
gonna
why
be
I'm
like that
excited for
this year.
Winter's Revenge this
Yeah.
year.
Now we got big El Nino guy this
Bro,
year.
the
Big El
amount
Nino.
of rain we've gotten this summer, we're gonna get
Dude, pine
turbo
cones.
fucked.
All I'm saying is pine cones everywhere.
This guy believes in
Yeah.
pine cones.
Pine
I-
cones.
I'm an El Nino guy.
What's El Nino mean? We're
El
gonna get a lot of
Nino's
snow?
dry and warm.
I thought El Nino was just wet and shitty, like it was all summer.
How about La Nino?
That's the opposite.
That's the opposite. Wet and wild.
That's a French Nino.
That's the wet and
La
wild.
Nina.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, it's we're getting to the end of it, man. You know, hit us up. What do you do for the end of car season? What's your celebratory?
Yeah, what's your
move?
prep?
I took the K car out this weekend just for a quick cruise. You know, put that thing to the
which
paces. The Mira.
Okay.
The Beat resides here. My crazy Japanese body kit for that thing has been shipped. Is about double the price of the actual body kit itself to ship it. So that's great. So hopefully we can get that done this winter, and I'll have a real hot boy vehicle for next year.
You will. You 100% will.
Or so I'm trying to have. And yeah, I got a couple winter projects. I'm trying to think. I got to do some stupid freaking power steering line on my M6 that just was pissing out of the part of the hose between Undertaker's urn and the steering box. And I tightened that up. I think I talked about it on the podcast. And now it is blowing fluid out of the other side of the hose.
Sick.
The hose is all the way tight, and I can still just rotate it around. So obviously the hose is just a piece of plastic.
Just Teflon tape it. Just a shit
Dude,
ton
no,
of it.
it's coming off. I just got to pull the bottom hose and dump it, you know? So that's what's happening.
I'm sure you can still get all the stuff for that because BMW actually gives a shit about their classic
A
cars.
lot of their stuff you can, yeah. There's some little parts that are a pain in the ass you can't, but I found some guys that make them.
Nice.
But this is like just a generic hose. I bought a
okay.
whole shitload of it to do it.
Sick.
So I think I don't really have a
Using garden hose or what?
Japanese garden hose of clear stuff for catch cans only. You can find it at the Ace Hardware down the street.
Oh, that's a
Incredible
good Ace
selection of Japanese garden hose there.
Great Ace Hardware.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing much else for projects. I got to weld the rocker on the Taco, which is sure to be a nightmare, and I think that's it. I don't really
Pretty light winter.
body kit stuff, but that's out of my hands. That's good paint jail.
I'm going to attempt to save money and fail spectacularly at it to buy the bodywork for my Golf
Perfect.
and then maybe light stream it today.
There we go. Yeah, hit it with a light stream.
Yeah.
What kind of body work for the Golf?
I want to go full Golf R conversion
Ooh.
because we didn't get the Golf R wagon here.
No.
If it was a hatch, I wouldn't do it because I don't fuck with that.
No, it makes total sense. Yeah.
But so I have to get the bumper from Europe, which is X amount of dollars, but I'm just terrible at saving money, like horrific at it.
Many, like how many? Like a lot of dollars? Do you get a discount?
For the front end, I will, but because we never got the wagons here, I can't order shit from Europe, so I'll have to get it off of EACCA, which is like they're out of like Latvia, and you can get everything. They're like-
Nice.
Repop City over there.
no, it's OEM shit.
Oh, sure. It's the country of repops,
Oh, I
Latvia, dude.
Yeah.
I got like old school E28 body kits from Latvia and all that shit. It used to be like the place to get them.
Are they the only ones who will ship it to the U.S.?
They're the cheapest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's
there you go.
and they're
You'll
relatively quick on it too.
relatively quick.
Yeah.
Quick on their feet over there.
Latvia to U.S.
It's like 2 weeks.
That is pretty quick.
Yeah, I think my Japan shit's probably going to take a week. It was DHL. I just shipped something from China as well. It's like, we'll be here tomorrow. I shipped it
Oh wow.
Monday.
I always enjoy
China's
that,
fucking
yeah.
owning us, dude. That's crazy.
Meanwhile, I bought something from Japan like a couple weeks ago, and the ETA was like, it'll be here between like December 18th and January 16th.
Yeah.
Sick.
That sounds
My
right.
seats for the Civic, I talked about it. I bought them from Thailand.
Mhm.
And
Oh, dude. Yeah, the Thais have the shipping industry just
Dude,
locked
yeah.
the fuck down.
I ordered them on a Wednesday morning, and they got delivered to my house Saturday morning.
That's incredible.
We had a whole conversation about how Southeast Asia is best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking the Wild West. I
Yeah.
fucking love that shit.
Unbelievable.
That is insane.
Unbelievable.
Dude, their car scenes down there incredible.
Yeah.
Food's fucking out of control.
They're big Honda, like big,
Oh,
like
yeah.
EG guys
Dude,
down
Japanese
Yeah.
car guy. It's
They
just
also have the boats with the turbo diesel.
yeah, the
fucking-
big props,
Yeah.
the long props.
Long props and
Dude,
everything's
there. It looks like a
titanium.
dart going through the water.
Listen, can we get if we get any listeners out there, any part of Southeast Asia,
Please.
hit us up. We're trying to come out there.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Dude, it looks unbelievable out there.
It is the entire Wild
Every
West.
time I see something just totally out of pocket in the K car, it's Malaysia at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn it. It's so cool. Really want to get out there someday.
It's a big world out there.
It is, dude. Gets bigger.
Big-
Getting bigger.
I feel like it's getting smaller.
Yeah.
Because of the walls closing
Yeah,
in.
it is. They are. They literally are. Matt, you mentioned to us when we were at dinner that you have another vehicle.
I do have another vehicle.
What is this vehicle?
Yeah, let me hear
We
about
gotta
it.
talk about this.
What do you
Come
mean?
on,
Why?
Papa.
I have an old Volvo wagon.
It's cool as shit.
It
Yeah, it's
hasn't
cool. It's a brick.
driven in more than 5 miles.
You
in
didn't
5
need to
years.
tell anyone that. I wasn't
Yeah,
I was
gonna
going
run
to
you.
we weren't
because I
gonna
say too
drag
much.
that out.
It would come up somehow.
So what's up? What's up with this Volvo? How'd you acquire this?
Yeah, how much
what,
you been
what made you
driving
buy
it?
it?
Because I was 20 and I was like, I want another one. I worked at a grocery store at the time, and one of the customers there like saw that I had one. He's like, "Hey, I have one. You want to buy it?"
Like,
Yeah.
can I have that one?
Yes. It was three. It was
This customer was
$300.
90 something
No, he
years
was like
old.
in his 50s. He was
Okay.
cool as hell. So I bought it like the day after Christmas in 2010,
Mhm.
and he had to like it was like 2 miles down the road from me because like a little grocery store. And then I cut lowering springs.
Mhm.
'Cause I was 22 when this happened.
Hey, we've all done wild
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like cut lowering springs.
You just
and,
put
like-
them to their natural height.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's very stock. Otherwise, than that, it needs a ton of work because it's just
What
Two-
motor's in that thing?
a B230 FT, so the typical 4-cylinder tractor engine with a turbo strap to the side of it.
Rear drive.
Yes, the only.
But
problem-
it has a turbo.
It does have a turbo.
See?
The exhaust leaks so much that it sounds like a lawnmower. Though
Just take it off.
there's nothing holding anything on to
Yeah.
it.
Perfect.
No, I've got a buddy.
Side
of mine,
exit. I'll do it.
A buddy.
You got a
of mine-
Dremel?
I do have a Dremel. I can take care of that.
We fix
My
that.
buddy Jake, he's the one that has the Project 850 from FCP.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's gonna come over and do a bunch of stuff to it at some time, like just get it ready to drive.
Love that.
I can't raise it unfortunately because it's cut lowering springs. It's dangerously.
You didn't save the coils? You want to pop them back on?
brother. It was 11 years ago.
You usually just cut them, leave them on the shop.
Well, no,
Yeah.
what I actually did with one of them because I was an impressionable young youth, I cut them twice. So the first time I cut them, I took one of the rings.
Measure once.
This was like when I put them in, I cut them,
Yep.
and then I was like, I don't like how high this is. Still, let's cut more off of them.
Yep.
Nice.
So I took.
You revalve the shocks by drilling a hole in the top.
Yeah. You get it. So I
All been there.
took one of the spring loops and put it around the tow hook because I thought I was cool. in the
That is
back.
cool.
I was like, this is like a Surikawa, just way
Yeah.
lamer.
Yeah.
Still cool.
And then it's just got cool wheels on it now.
Yeah.
It does have cool wheels on it.
Yeah, they're ARE something or others. I messaged ARE once. I was like, hey, what the fuck are these? And they told me, and I forgot.
Their AREs look like Borbet Type A's.
Yeah, but way cooler looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very, very tight. You showed us a picture of this. You kind of brought this upon yourself.
I know. Whatever.
I didn't even know you had the thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got
now we
clear
know.
taillights.
That's right. It does have clear tail lights.
Tez's.
No, not all Tez. Get the fuck out of here.
They're like Indipro, like
I don't know. They're from Estonia. They're hey,
Alteski's.
yes.
yeah.
But no, they're all clears. They're not fucking. There's no fucking red in them to make them all Tesla.
Where's like the market for those kind of cars?
Yeah, what's up with the market?
There is no market.
We
for
moving
them
up?
anymore.
We moving down? What's
It's
give
going
us a
up.
market?
It's going
There we
up.
go.
Like I bought it. At
What are
pretty
we
much
talking?
cheapest
We
you can get.
talking like
You
a,
tell me you bought
we
it for
talking a
$300
ramp?
bucks.
I bought it for $300. Yes.
It's got to be up.
Yeah.
Market's way up, dude.
I could probably sell it for $3,000.
What's
There
the
we
body
go.
condition like?
Looks
so the
mint.
cars don't rust
Yeah.
because they're galvanized, so the body's pretty all right.
Okay.
There's like a couple blemishes. Like one of the fenders got hit by someone,
Mm-hmm.
not me. I would admit that. And like the hood's hammered, but the rest of it's perfectly fine.
So it's
No
basically an investment portfolio vehicle.
Yeah. I'm gonna run it through Bonhams in a couple of years.
See if Bonham's gonna take it. See
Yeah.
what Bonham's is interested in.
I think Sotheby's might do you better.
Yeah.
You may as well just shop it out to a couple. You know, take your best bet.
So you can give me the best return on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice, dude. It's nice to have an investment vehicle. Looks like Mark is moving up on it. I mean, you started at 300.
Yeah, it can only go
There's
up
room.
from there.
Yeah.
This room, I like that.
Yeah.
I think I could probably scrap it for more than that right now.
Yeah, dude, it's probably
Aren't
worth
they
more
pretty
stuff.
heavy?
And we're in the middle of an economic sad time. So when you bought it, that 300 is probably worth $4,000 now,
This is
if I'm
true.
honest.
This is true.
Yeah.
It was good. The windows don't go down on it now. I don't know where it's coming from. So
You got a little work to do in it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, put
That's
some
all right.
roll-ups on those things. Can you convert it? Take
I
it
would
off
love to.
electric?
I would love to. But wait, no, you can't. No, why would you do that? This is a luxury automobile.
Sorry, buddy. You know?
Luxury.
When I was in high school, a bunch of guys had those.
It was $35,000 when it was new in 1993.
It's like $100,000 now.
1993.
Yeah.
Let's see.
93 till infinity, dude. That's a great year.
Yeah, it's a 30-year-old vehicle. When I bought it, it was just 17.
1993. How much did you say in 1993?
30K.
$35,000.
35.
Yeah.
I think that's probably $1 trillion now. It's literally like a
It's
Bugatti
probably
Veyron.
like 62.
$76,000.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, we're getting fucking boned, dude.
And that's just what they'll admit to us. It has the same buying power.
That's crazy.
Hey,
That's
that's,
so
that's what the
much.
kids call out of pocket.
Yeah, that's
That
definitely
is.
out of pocket.
It's out of pocket
That's
for
a,
sure.
That's a Greenwich car right there.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? You know what we're gonna do next?
What are we
What's
doing?
$300 today?
Oh, find out what.
Yeah, what's three? What, I don't know why
That's
I didn't do
true.
this
Yeah,
beforehand. Let's see, 1993,
No,
What's-
$300 in 2010. would be-
2010.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
okay.
That's true. That's true.
Took a big
We're about to have some wildly skewed.
took a big chunk off that.
All right. $425.
I don't believe that.
That's I, listen,
Hey,
I
listen,
don't either.
listen. That's $125 profit right there, straight.
It's true. I mean, $300 in 2010 could buy you like a PlayStation, whatever.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like, now I can buy you a controller.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, that's.
We'll buy a loaf of
I
bread.
was at Target and I'm just like, what the fuck is the pricing on controllers? Why are they $65?
Is that how much controllers are?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
$65 to $70.
Stay out of there.
Fuck that.
Josh Riv, what's going on? That's crazy, man. We're happy to see it. We're happy to know you have an investment portfolio. Stuff kind of moved around there. Both wagons?
Yes, 2 wagons.
Yeah, let's be honest. That's the best way to live.
And now I want a 5-door hatch too. So
You want a 5-door
a
hatch?
tiny little Honda today.
A Honda today.
I don't want a 3-door one.
You want to put the word out? You trying to get a Honda today?
I don't have the money for that.
Depends how much money you're trying to move.
A
you
Honda
know?
today.
I think they're pretty cheap.
They are.
Are those the one? No, those are the cities, right? That had
Cities
the-
are a bit bigger. Yeah,
Our cities are bigger.
they're the ones that came in the
City
motor
Turbo
combos.
2 is like,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Big-
like
those
the
are
one?
Big money.
oh man, I've been wanting one forever.
Same.
They're really big money.
I mean, if you want the look but don't want to pay the money, get a convertible one because the convertible ones use the same quarter panels and fenders as the Turbo 2.
Really? I've talked about this before, but I might as well get back into it today because there's a light week. Honda just makes the best fucking Japanese cars. Period.
Yeah, for the most part.
For
yeah.
back in the 90s,
yeah.
dude. Like, I've talked about how my Beat somehow weighs more than my Miura, and then you drive and you're like, oh right, it's a real car.
Yeah,
Where the Miura is like a shoebox with the turbo engine, way faster.
it's like a golf cart with
The
just,
Beat's unbelievable. I can't even imagine the dream of driving a Turbo 2.
it'd be nice.
I think they're like $35,000 to $50,000.
I don't think they're that much yet.
All
I
right.
think 30 is the high end. 30 to 35 is the high mark.
All right, Pete, let me know, man.
They what's the word I was looking for? I always find it funny when people sell Turbo 2s at Motocompos though, because that was the only trim you can get that you couldn't get a Motocompo
Yeah,
with.
yeah, which is funny because that's the ultimate hot boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't an option
It
for the
wasn't.
Turbo
That
2.
was the-
Turbo 2 was like, we don't want a fucking motor compo in the
No.
back. It's gonna be flying all over the fucking
Yeah.
place.
It's
You goddamn animal.
if I was to get a city, I'd want a Manhattan Sound one. They had a higher roof and like a set of speakers that would flip down in the back.
No.
Yeah.
How much higher was the roof? Like 6 inches?
2 or 3.
Is it
Enough that
conversion van
noticed.
shit?
Yes.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
You have to paint the higher part of the roof a different tone. You know, get a 2-tone, something like that.
Let's see if I can find a picture of one.
We got some detail. We got some sale prices here.
Let me hear.
So City Turbo, not Turbo 2,
Mhm.
14.5.
You don't want just a turbo. You need
Turbo, I
to.
like the regular turbo ones. They're
City
nice.
R, whatever
Nope.
that is, with the Moto Compo, 28.
No, but the motor compo's 10 of that.
Yeah, the City R. Well, the City R isn't even like a turbo motor. It's
No, it's just like,
A
yeah.
City Turbo 2
Yes, sir.
with 2 Moto Compo.
No, I don't want the
scooters,
motor compos.
47,000.
Yeah, but-
they literally don't sell them without them. Like,
Yeah, they
the
never
one you
came
put-
with
yeah.
them.
that's the thing. But like, I think people are finding both, putting them together.
No,
and trying to
I know what they're doing.
maximize,
It's just
yeah.
like, I like motor compos. They're cool as shit. They're not $10,000.
There isn't one
that
for
was-
sale without it.
Come on.
and
Really?
that's the flip down speakers in the back.
That's
like-
there's a Truchero
Yeah,
like built in. That's unbelievable.
I love them.
So there are no City 2s without motor compos.
I was just looking at a list of all the ones that have sold recently.
That makes me upset.
They all sold with Moto
Yeah,
Compos.
they sell them to people who have no idea,
Well, motor compos sell for like 10 G's,
which
don't
is
they?
stupid.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Coleman
You
scooter.
could buy a fleet of Hondas.
You could buy
Honda real dirt bikes and
You could
motorcycles.
buy 10 Moto Compactos.
You could buy for the $10,000. You can buy a current like very fast Honda sport bike.
yeah, or
Yeah.
20 Coleman. Like
Yeah, you can buy
Fucking
20 Coleman
scooters.
50cc or
Yeah.
75 cc's or whatever they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
I
You buy
think they're
20 of them.
110 or something cc.
They're
Yeah,
enough
from
to get you
Tractor
around.
from Tractor Supply. Yeah, I don't know. I get they're fucking cool. I wonder if the Moto Compacto hurts that market. Probably not. It's gas versus
No.
electric.
And it's front wheel drive versus like a regular bike.
I have a front wheel drive scooter and a rear wheel drive scooter. I get why they don't make them rear wheel drive now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's tempting to wheelie all the time, but like, it'll wheelie real easy. You know, if you're trying to bump up a curb or something, you fucking hammer it, you're done.
Oh yeah, that thing.
But so the Moto Compacto is front drive.
Yeah.
We saw it. So finally, an image came out of them. An image came out on the internet of it in the package, which looks just like it,
Yeah, it's awesome.
which is amazing.
it's like a box inside of a box.
Yeah.
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 I did get a hookup thanks to KD. I'll be giving everybody more info on it once it comes through. But I do have an allotment for one soon. So I'm very excited to check it out. And once I get this, I think we'll have a pretty good hookup for listeners to get one as well, because these guys are signing up kind of just for us to be involved on it. So I'll let everybody know once it comes through. There's some final details I have to go through. But there is one coming, so I'm excited for it. I've seen more videos of them and like test drivey things of them. They are hilariously small.
But that's half the fun.
I now get the flat case around the normal size scooter, because when I think about if I'm going somewhere in a car, this thing will be flat on the floor and I can just stack shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas right now, if I take like my foldy scooters up and throw them in the back,
It's scaffolding in the back.
yeah, it's just shit everywhere, you know, and it's technically less room, but at the same time, it's not as like compact. I don't know. We're
It's
gonna
not
find out.
ergonomically shaped.
I'll do a real fucking comparison. I don't know. I'll see if we can fit them into my Miro with in the actual trunk on it.
Also, if you do manage to like explode the front wheel motor, they're not expensive to replace.
Oh, really?
Like $100 for a new front wheel and motor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Segway scooter is front wheel drive. Very smooth, good brakes. My other one has just like bicycle brakes on it, and it's
Good luck.
it's shady because it goes 20
And
miles an hour.
your other one's faster with worse brakes.
That's the American dream
Yeah,
right there.
the brakes look better.
Yeah,
Not good.
perform worse.
I'll try to. I'll bring at least one of them to the.
so your rear wheel drive
toy
one is
drive.
actually just a muscle scooter.
Real drive is a muscle scooter. Yeah, I forgot who makes that one, but it is definitely a lot more flamboyant than my other scoot.
Yeah, a lot of flash, a lot of pizzazz.
A lot of pizzazz. And you know what? I bought it because it has like a built-in lock on it. So if you go somewhere, you can lock it to shit,
Okay.
and then someone can just snip that and
Yeah.
take it, as opposed to just taking it. So that's
It's
nice.
a bird.
What else do we have? Any deep thoughts? Anything else?
No, and no.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's get into
Bucks for the boys!
Bucks for the Boys. That's the one I hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, boys, bucks for the boys. Let's get into it. This podcast is a value for value podcast. That means if it's worth anything to you, anything to you at all, we ask that you please contribute to help us keep this baby running, keep the lights on in here. And it doesn't have to be a lot. We'll start with that. So, easiest way for us is if you give us a kind of a standing contribution. You can go to revivalmotoring.com/B for B. You can choose an amount. You can hit us with per podcast, per month, per whatever. Pick any amount at all. It helps us. It helps plan bills and stuff coming down the pipeline. Make sure we're prepared for it. And it helps Josh more than us, because Corey and I have nothing to do with the finances at all. It helps Josh plan out and make sure we're covered here. Also, we understand that a sustainable, constant donation can be tough, and we are in an economic sad time. So you can go to the old PayPal. You can type in info@revivalmotoring.com, and you can type in a number that means anything to you. If you think we're worth the cost of a large coffee at Starbucks, whatever the stupid word for large is there,
Large.
just hit us with that. You know what I mean? A couple bucks is huge to us.
Listen, if they paid us what a large coffee costs at Starbucks, we'd be rolling in it.
That's true. We would be
Give us a
flying.
quarter of that.
We'd be flying private jets. You can give us, honestly, if everybody listened to this and just went on there and gave us 25 cents, we could not read this for like a year.
That's how this is structured.
That's, I mean,
Please.
if everybody just went on PayPal /revivalmotoring.com, or give us info@revivalmotoring.com and PayPal. Everyone who listens to this gives us 25 cents. We'll be fucking ecstatic. We'll have a customer appreciation day. We'll make you guys all lunch. I'm going to be insane. So
We could bring the Wahlburgers.
obviously,
So listen, we can actually do
I know
that.
we
you
could
can.
do that. Obviously, we probably have about a 2% participation rate, which is okay because we're going to make this fucking thing anyway. But just, think about us. Also, great ways to contribute that is not money. You can hit us up with other ways to help us produce the podcast. You can hit us up on email or Instagrams, etc. with, hot leads, funny shit. We appreciate everything that comes through, man. You want to sing a song, generate an image, hit us up, man. Any way to communicate with us on the Revival website, you can get into touch with us. Instagram. I think we have a Facebook group. I think Josh monitors that.
He does, yep.
So that's a good way to do it.
We do have a Discord. I haven't been on in ages, but I was listening to Topics Under the Stairs recently,
Yeah.
and they brought it up, and they were all getting back on it. So
Oh, maybe we got to get back on it.
jump on the Discord
I just
as well.
stay out of social anything,
It's probably
except
good.
for real life. I like real life social.
Yeah.
And obviously you can bullshit with us in real life. We love that at the meets, and we do have the toy drive coming up. But please give the money to them during that Sunday, obviously. And then if you, what's easier than the small amount of effort it take to reach out and talk to us? Hey, just tell a friend, another like motor wrencher type dude about us. And obviously it's not a lady, let's be honest. Hey, I listen to a podcast. It's fun. It's the boys bullshitting, Revival Motoring. Dude, it costs you nothing. It is massive for us, so we have more people to further divide our bucks for the boys and not contribute. And then obviously the best way is to just force someone to listen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Lock them in a basement, surprise them in a room.
duct tape them to a chair.
Yeah, and just force them to listen to us. And that's nothing like trauma to keep them coming back. It's called Stockholm Syndrome, and we're into it. And finally, the best way, and I tell this every time, the best way you can interact with the podcast is the podcast live. We do have a chat room, which I'm ignoring a bit today because I have to pay attention to a lot more stuff. But at about 7 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesdays, you can pop onto the YouTube. We do have a chat room. We do pay way too much attention to it, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a big family. A lot of people who've been on it are in it all the time. And then, it's nice because you'll be bullshitting about something stupid in the chat room and be at a Lock City event and run into someone from there. It's like a big internet family of car nerds. And I think we all kind of appreciate each other. I
It's
don't know.
just one-sided. I
Either-
feel like.
either way,
They
it's a
just
lot of fun.
Hurl abuse at
Yeah.
you. And
Yeah, we just hammer out at each other all the time, and we appreciate it. We appreciate all you guys. But as I said, value for value. I put this through, I've said this a million times. Anything helps. We do have a way to calculate it, etc. And Corey will get into that, and then we can get into other stuff, I guess.
We have done the calculations for this week,
Yes,
or
sir.
for last week, and we have come up with a total. Our total for this week is 16 cents per listen.
Pretty solid.
So we're good. We're holding steady. But like Chuck said, if everyone gave us a quarter,
It'd be fucking insane. If everyone gives us a quarter, we'll have a big event here.
It'll be big. It'll be huge.
I don't think
It'll be an event.
honestly, I don't think the quarters are gonna get that big of an event, but we'll do something.
If someone can donate the cost of a Moto Compacto,
$1 for fucking sure. Quarter will definitely do something.
Yeah.
And then also, yeah, we appreciate reviews massively.
We
You
do.
can give us reviews. We only accept 5 stars. First off, let's get that out of the way immediately. So if you're not going to leave a 5-star review, hey, we appreciate you. Don't leave a review. But we do love reviews. We do read all the new ones, and we do have probably the funniest base of reviews on the internet, I would guess at this point.
oh,
Yeah, they're
100%.
unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. Like when I feel bad, pop on our reviews.
I love reading them as well. Anything you write, we will read.
We'll read just like the messages. If you give us a message on the PayPal, contractually obligated to read it.
That's how it
And
works here.
Then, as Josh often mentions, we got merch on the website.
We do. If that's more your flavor, I'm actually looking at some merch right
What
here.
kind of merch we got on there, Corey?
We got the coffee, which is a classic.
We got the coffee. We got bagged and canned.
Yeah, we certainly do. We got
Cold
the
Start.
canned. We've got 2 different style air fresheners.
2 different air fresheners.
We got 2 different style air fresheners. We've got bagged coffee. We've got the light roast. We've got the medium roast. We've got the dark roast.
there we go.
We got sticker packs. We have stuff from some of our other shows.
We got big new drops coming up.
Yeah, apparently we do.
Big giant new drops.
Chuck and I are not privy to that information.
I
but-
might publish a Chuck Fab T-shirt on there.
The Chuck Fab.
I got a really nice Chuck Fab image right now.
I think Chuck Fab image could work really well on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we might have to pop out the Chuck Fab when in doubt.
So
Pop it out.
yeah, check it out. But that
Yeah,
is
sticker.
the
Probably not.
B4B.
Bucks for the boys, man. Thank you guys.
Survival motoring.
There it is.
There we
And
go.
as I said, we're gonna keep doing this thing no matter what, which is obvious by the fact that we're still doing it. So, but we appreciate anything you guys can help us out with. Until then, I think we get to move it to the next thing. There, I'm in the button here. It's me again.
What do you got?
Well, boys, today, I think, or yesterday, maybe it was, Rivian pushed an update that completely bricks their infotainment system.
Let's go.
Sick.
I read an article about it. It was a 2023.42 update, stalls before it completes and wipes out both the infotainment system and the instrument display screens, which is not great. This is also why I always advise and always have waited quite a while before updating anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes, actually, it's worked out every single time. There's nothing possibly available on an update that's going to be worth the risk of it without giving it a couple days. And they say in some cases it may require physical repair. And I've talked to some contacts I have about the problems and read about it on the old Reddits there. And it seems like it had to be guys that upgraded right away and most likely were beta programs. So I don't think it's as big as a deal as the articles are making out. Folks that I talked to over there didn't even really know. It hasn't been that big of a deal that everybody knows of it. They found it in about 90 minutes after releasing it.
That's pretty quick.
So if you were to update immediately in those 90 minutes, you get boned.
It was like 100 trucks out there. So how many people in 90 minutes?
Yeah, but every one of those guys is a diehard fan.
Yeah.
And then they resolved the whole thing in about 36 hours. So the response time was pretty solid on it. But I think if you had been one of the guys in that window and hit that update
tough.
button, you might be effed.
That's why I don't like OTA updates for cars.
My car does them,
Yeah.
and I always wait
Yeah.
a month.
Oh yeah.
I wait to the point where it's like, hey, I'm going to delete this thing off your car. I'm like, no, I'll do it now. And every time I do it, I hate it. And then, I always use a little flash thing to get rid of stupid shit that the car comes with, and it always brings it back. It's like, come on, guys.
Oh, so you got to plug the little thing in and
Yeah, and go through that, which is just, it's easy. It's just annoyingly slow. But yeah, so that was, I think the article made a bigger deal about it than it actually was, because I immediately reached out and went on the Rivian subreddits and stuff. So I don't think it was that big of a deal. But obviously, if you were affected, that's an expensive truck.
It is.
And to wipe out both screens is a kick in the old dick there.
Audi doesn't, that I know of, have any OTA updates, but we do
Thank
have
you, Jesus.
when you bring it in, it has to be updated sometimes.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes when the car is plugged in and there's like a hiccup in like our Wi-Fi or whatever, it can brick the screens or the ECU sometimes.
Yeah.
Obviously at no cost to the customer because it's our fault. But
Yeah, it's
still,
just a pain in the
like-
ass for you
it's
guys.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously anything being upgraded, especially when it's that essential to the whole system, not even of a car. If something goes wrong, it fucking blows. I remember we did APR flashes forever at my shop, and like before they really suggested you put it on like a charger, you'd have somebody come in and they just took the car out of storage and flash it, and the battery go to shit while you were flashing, and it was like, oh, this is next day airing to APR to be totally recoded, or you do new ECU, and that's kind of how they found out the hard way in that game that you should hook this up to like a commercial level battery charger to keep it like fully topped up while you go through.
There's another thing too with like it bricks the screens, like you said, but like you could just fix that by not having a screen there.
Right. It's the best way to fix it. It's the best way to fix the whole car
Yeah.
and all the crazy surveillance stuff going
Yeah.
on in cars now. Just buy an old one.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Analog
be fine.
gauges, when they break sometimes, but it won't be because of an update.
Yeah, exactly. They're just going to break because a gear went.
Yeah, that you can replace.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a bitch, but it's not gonna
Yeah,
be a bitch like
exactly.
a screen going off. Yeah, that's kind of why I see new stuff, and it's semi-disposable. You know, not disposable, but like my X5, I love it, best daily ever.
Yeah.
There's no part of me that thinks I'm gonna keep that to the end of time.
It won't go to the end of time.
I'll get like scratches on it, and be like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like no, it won't go to the end of time, and there's no even want for me to be like, oh, I'll just throw a shitload of money at this and keep it going. Like it's gonna hit 100,000 miles, but see you later.
Yeah. Someone else.
But I
will
think
follow.
that's the way everything is, you
Oh,
know, and it's
100%.
screens and like I remember the E39 M5s. If you bought the one with the maps, then nav, it was just a fucking nightmare. You had to keep putting CDs in
Yeah.
it. Now all the ones that people want don't have that shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's planned obsolescence.
Yeah, it's gotten worse as
Yeah,
it goes on.
100%.
With the death of analog gauges, we really are at a point where it's just like, ugh. It's
don't-
like I've said, I'd lease a Tesla, I'd lease an electric car. I wouldn't buy one. I'd never want to own it.
I don't think you'll see modern day cars go even 30 years.
No. And then meanwhile, most of my shit's 30 years old.
Yeah, I know, but it works fine. But like, if you have like a 30-year-old car now, like the fourth owner is not gonna deal with a bricked screens.
No. I constantly flirt with the idea of just getting rid of my X5 and getting like a 90s Land Cruiser. And just being like, this is
I mean,
me.
you seem
from
to be
now
someone
on.
who hates themselves though, so just get a 90s like Range Rover.
No, dude, nothing English. Nothing English. A 90s Land Cruiser, I think, is going to run to the end of fucking
absolutely,
time.
absolutely.
To the end of time. And yeah, they're expensive. They're
There's
not
a
like
reason
daily
now.
expensive. They're like expensive for a project car.
Yeah.
If you
And-
realize this car's going to run
I say,
forever.
yeah, they're expensive for a reason because it's actually something that works and goes.
Yeah, I constantly flirt with that idea, dude.
What would you get? Like something from the '90s, particular model?
Land Cruiser.
I thought you said Land Rover.
Yeah,
I don't
Land
know
Cruiser.
why. Yeah.
No, Land Rover, I would
Yeah,
not.
Land Rover. That's why I was so confused. I had to ask the question. Land Cruiser makes total sense.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I think the 90s Land Cruiser.
yeah.
I don't even know the
No, it makes
numbers on
sense.
these fucking
No, it
things.
doesn't matter at
They're
that point.
cool as shit looking.
Yeah,
And they run forever. Yeah, I'd buy the best one I could.
Yeah.
Because if I'm looking at it versus buying a new anything,
I mean, you do
like
have to
what's a
keep
new
up
base 3 series cost? Like 40K?
too much.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what can you
Yeah.
get in Land Cruiser for 40 grand, dude? It's gonna be insane.
yeah. J80.
Is that what this is? J80?
And
Yeah.
like they do require maintenance, obviously, because it's a vehicle.
90s Toyota Land Cruiser, $1,300 to $10,000.
Yeah,
And I'm sure obviously cherry ones are big money, but like
And
It's
it's a
just
Toyota
cool.
at the end of the day, so mechanical parts are relatively inexpensive.
yeah, and everywhere.
Yes.
So I know someone listening, which I actually am interested in, what kind of fucking shortfalls those have. Is maybe I'll talk myself out of buying one someday. But like maybe just get rid of the CRV and the Taco and get a Land Cruiser and just
Just ball out,
be that guy, and then realize I don't want my daily and just drive around in that thing from now on.
just out on the farm.
I mean, I literally just have Katie put the world's largest stereo in it.
they're
Katie,
great
shouts
looking
to Katie
cars.
Designs Rhode Island, does all my stereos and all everything. And yeah, just put a big ass stereo in that thing. Plenty of place to hide a sub.
Was it one of those Make it one of those SPL cars.
Yeah, it'll be perfect, dude. And then it'll have Android Auto, which is the only modern thing I give a shit about. And then when that finally starts really spying on you for the man, I'll just dump that
Cassette player.
cassette player. Put it on my mixtapes, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, that's somehow I got to that from there. So there you go.
That's how we got from point A to point Q.
Yep, point Q.
Sick.
There we go.
You got anything, Corey? I got a bunch of other shit as well.
I get this quick one here.
Go.
I'm sure everyone's seen it because it's been everywhere. But the most expensive Ferrari,
No.
The 1962 330 LM 250 GTO sold for $51,705,000 at RM Sotheby's. I think like 3 days ago.
What a
2
handsome
days
car.
ago.
Is that up or down from what it used to be?
Up.
It is? Okay.
Yes. This I wanted to tie this in because we've also talked about what's the most beautiful car ever made. This is definitely
They're
the running.
pretty.
Toyota 2000 GT.
This
Those
is
are good.
These are very similar to each other.
I know they are.
Yeah. Very, very similar to each other. So it looks like this result eclipses former headline-making Ferrari sales, including a $48.4 million 250 GTO. That was in 2018. A Sterling Moss 1957 that brought $35.8 million in 2016, and $38 million for a 250 GTO that sold in Monterey in 2014.
So much money for
It's so much money.
It's so fucking good though. Let's face it. If you got money like that, this isn't even bothering you.
No.
I mean,
If you're spending $50+ million on a car, like
You're not
$50+ million
eating
isn't an
I'd
issue.
park it in my living room.
Oh, yeah.
Jared.
Well, I've always joked around with that. It's like, if I ever got like rich, I'd buy 2 Countachs
Yeah.
and just keep one on a plinth in like your foyer. And just, it's completely emptied of fluids. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
like spark
It's
plugs or
just
anything. And
spinning.
it just spins.
Yeah.
I mean-
slowly spins.
Yeah.
This thing hits so hard.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, they're beautiful cars.
Yeah, it debuted in May 1962 at the Nürburgring. Finished its first in its class and second overall. I mean, these seats. Who decided blue seats?
So if you really want that experience without paying that kind of money,
I'd play a video game.
No,
2000 GT. It's only
No.
10 million.
No, about 240Z.
Yeah,
They make
240Z
a
is
shit ton
sick.
of kits for them to make
Yeah.
it look like that, and they're
Really?
pretty all right.
Wow.
Is it worth the $51 million discount?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can actually drive it and not worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is better looking than the
Yeah.
2000 GT. But
Oh yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it's
so
a
cool.
beautiful, beautiful
I think
car.
I saw one of the Peterson.
It's a monumental amount of money. Just a mountainous amount of money.
But at least you see it and you're like, that's where it went. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
like, okay.
And
If I had trillions of dollars, that's the one.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things too, because it's so expensive and valuable that if the worst came to worst and like something happened to it, Ferrari would rebuild it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you get the VIN plate.
Yeah.
I literally chiseled the VIN plate off that thing, keep it in the safe.
So
Yeah, and I lost it. Here's the VIN plate.
So there was changes in the rules in Le Mans in 1962. The original 3-liter engine was replaced by a 4-liter V12 for the 24-hour. This is the only 250 GTO ever that was factory fitted with the 4-liter V12.
Oh, see, the other ones are upgraded.
So the other ones would be in not aftermarket,
Yeah,
but like
it'd be an upgrade over the
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
wow,
So that was the only factory car with it. That's
unbelievable.
cool.
What a cool thing.
Yeah, beautiful thing. Jesus. And then so this guy, Jeremy Cliff, you can follow him on Instagram. Really, really crazy, unbelievable photographer. He actually took photos of it for
For the
RM
auction.
Sotheby's.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just imagine being in the presence of that vehicle.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I mean, I'm in the presence of it through a screen,
Yeah.
through a camera lens, and it's making me feel special.
you got the fizz.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the flutters.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean
Cars are cool.
that's fucking
Yeah,
cool.
they're very, very cool.
I ain't mad at it. It's
No,
so
I
out of the
definitely
league
ain't
of
mad at it.
anything I'll ever be able to get my hands on.
It's great to look at.
Could have not upgraded the GTR and got one of those.
So the wild
Pretty
part about
close.
those 250s is you can like find them like in old for sale ads in like the late 60s, early 70s. And they're
Yeah.
like 10 grand.
Like 1980s Motor Week.
yeah.
And you're like,
It's
oh,
it's
10
like
grand.
10 grand.
I
Yeah.
don't want this fucking thing. Been crashed.
10 grand.
And they've all been crashed. They've
Oh yeah.
all been
They've
raced.
all been
Jeez, I gotta think you'd be able to go back in time.
knowing
And
what
you
you know
knew?
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess the,
seen-
the worst way to make money would be to buy that.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, well, that is the entire plot of Back to the Future too.
Yeah.
It'd be the most fun way to make money.
Oh
yeah. Instead of that one stock that quadruples like in one day, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm out. Hey, I got some news.
What is it?
And it applies to all of our listeners that are currently wearing a puffy Porsche vest. This news is for you. The new Porsche Turbo, that's air quotes, turbo models, are getting a gray badge.
A turbo model.
The turbo models are getting a gray badge. The color is called Turbonite.
Turbonite.
It's a $6,000 badge.
This is because Porsche is trying to define turbo as its own brand, and they want to make this brand.
All doing this.
They want to make this brand more visible by making the badge less visible.
Yeah.
Gray instead of gold. And I got there was a quote by the guy who came up with this whole thing in Porsche, and there was a wonderful misquote out of that changed the context on him by a man V12 MPG on Reddit. And it goes like this: "We want to make the turbo even more visible and differentiate it more markedly from the hundreds of other trims in our lineup," said Michael Maurer, Porsche's chief designer. "Even I can't tell them all apart anymore." He added before fruitlessly attempting to open his co-worker's Cayenne GTS painted in the same shade of PTS gray as his Cayenne Turbo. "See, this is exactly the kind of shit I'm talking about," he cried before storming off to the design studio where it is rumored Porsche is working on creating a new shade of silver that would be exclusive to the badging of the 992.2 911 Targa 4 GTS E-Hybrid Platinum Style Edition. So there you go.
Jesus.
They want to make it more visible, yet they had the Taycan Turbo and the Taycan Turbo S, and they were like, well, we're going to take the name off of them and just call them the Taycan GTS.
Yeah, but if they were turbo, they'd have a gray badge now.
Porsche is silly.
Just wait till this gray badge start going on old ones.
Yeah.
It's like the BMW 50th anniversary roundel where they had the...
Those are sick.
Yeah,
saw-
except
yeah.
they're going on everything.
Yeah. So we had, my work is an Audi and Porsche dealership. They're
Yeah.
one and the same.
Can you get me a puffy vest?
I can.
I'm in XL.
All right,
I'll
got
pay,
you.
obviously.
I got you.
I was gonna try to buy one for the segment,
Just whip it out.
and I was like, "Can I get the Inskip before this event and spend $200 on a puffy vest?"
So one of Porsche's requirements, I guess, is you have to have a classic model in the showroom to try and sell.
God.
Yeah. So we had a 993 C4S.
Jim,
Yeah,
Jim
I saw
Connor,
that.
Turbonite, is that what blew up the towers?
Jeez.
This guy is my spirit animal.
Correct. But
Yeah.
so as a C4S,
Yep.
very nice. And I'm like, oh, how much it can't be too much. $190,000, and they sold it for a 993.
Yeah, because it's in
It's
the fucking
ridiculous.
showroom.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that it's going for that kind of money is insane for a 993.
Yeah, dude.
That's
The,
not
the
a
world is
GT2.
out of control.
Yeah.
That's like
Economic sad times
$30,000
for us.
1990s dollars.
Yeah. It's economic sad times for us, but not for the rich.
yeah. It's the whole world's a class thing.
Yes.
And that class is way different than you think.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I thought it was hilarious that they're differentiating it by making it less eye-catching.
When are they going to
But it'll be like the Audi, like the RSs where the stuff's kind of blacked out
Black
or like
optic
grayed out,
package.
black optic
Yeah.
stuff. So it's if you're buying a model that's a turbo, because most of them are turbo, but they're not cold turbo. This is a capital T turbo. You're going to get that gray badging.
It's so weird that Porsche's going down this alleyway of like turbo's now going to be a sub brand of Porsche.
dumb.
Well, it started when they named stuff that wasn't. They named stuff turbo, but all the cars were turbo, so they had to do something. And they were like, "Well, turbo's a trim now, and now turbo's going to be a
This
brand."
started with the Taycan,
Yeah.
the Taycan Turbo.
If they just make a car brand to get rid of Porsche and just call it turbo, that's going to be hilarious.
That would be. That'd be like some kid's 1980s.
Yeah,
wet
it'd be
dream.
like a cool Keith brand.
Like, what kind of car do you drive? I drive a turbo.
Yeah, turbo.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what everyone that owns a Porsche turbo says now, anyway. By the way,
What
turbo.
turbo?
So you got that
turbo.
Sunfire turbo? You
Yeah.
just said turbo.
What
Yeah,
kind of turbo you got going on in
just
there?
a turbo. Yeah, because I mean, obviously Ford has done it with the Mustang brand.
And
know.
that's exactly what they were alluding to. And like Hyundai did it with the Genesis brand.
Yeah.
So two guys.
I'm pretty sure Dodge.
Two guys
is,
Porsche looks up to.
Dodge is the only successful company to make the Ram brand.
Yeah.
Ram.
Yeah.
I
They
learned-
tried it with Viper, right? And then it immediately failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
it was
they're
SRT.
doing.
It was SRT.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. Great for me.
It's
Love
gone.
that.
Gone forever.
Yep, it is.
Going but not forgotten, buddy.
Sick.
Actually, forgotten.
Oh wait, no, I remember now. The reason why the Mach E is called a Mustang
Yeah.
is so they can build like rowdy V8 actual Mustangs.
Yeah. Let's hope.
So
that's
like
what the
one
turbo's doing.
cancels out the other.
Yeah, for like aggregate like.
Yeah, it's like
emissions
the
shit.
Ford Mustang
The credits?
gets
Yeah.
a combined gas mileage of this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
like 900 miles a gallon on the Marky Mark, and then 2 miles a gallon on the
yeah.
Dark Horse.
And then when you put them together,
Yeah,
you've got
it's
something
acceptable.
reasonable. Yeah. Yeah. The Mustang vehicle is a whole.
It's turbo time.
Yeah. There was a funny article written by our buddy Peter Holdreth.
Peter.
Good dude.
And it was the top 25 vehicles with the lowest 5-year depreciation
Yeah.
and the top 25 vehicles with the highest depreciation. Obviously, the highest one is the funniest one.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is right off the top of my head.
What's the
It's got to be
It's
Tesla.
it's the Maserati, the one that's not the Ghibli.
Quattroporte?
Quattroporte. It's
Over 5 years, it's a $90,000 depreciation.
Jesus.
it's gotta be honestly 40 to 50 as soon as you drive off the lot.
Yeah.
Because no one that knows anything about cars would ever buy one of those absolute shit buckets. And there's so much money.
There's
Yeah,
so much.
I was driving home Saturday from an event I was at, and there was like one of me and my buddy Morgan were like, "Why? Like, who? Why would you buy that?
Dude,
They don't even sound good."
I mean,
anymore.
I know through a person, someone who owns one is exactly who you think would own one.
in the
It's
top
a fucking
25,
lease.
yeah, in the top 25, all three of Maserati's vehicles are in here.
Like the whole range.
Coming in at number 3
Yep.
is a Ghibli. Loses 58,000 over
Man,
5 years.
Is it the Gran Turismo number 2 or
How much is a
Levante?
Ghibli? $62,000.
I don't.
That loses its entire value.
61% of its value over 5 years.
They're 55 and then lose 58,000.
Yeah.
It's the $3,000 repair bill.
Levante comes in at number 8.
Levante.
Oh, so the Gran Turismo's number 2?
The Gran Turismo. No, the Gran Turismo. Actually, I forgot the Gran Turismo. It's
Okay.
not on here.
Levante, nightmare.
I hate those things.
Levante so bad.
I
Yeah.
like the Gricali or whatever how the fuck Gricali, the like Stelvio sized one.
Oh yeah.
That at least looks cool, but
Other notable mentions: BMW 7 Series,
it's always been.
Yeah,
like
se-
that.
oh, 7 Series bolted to the showroom floor. No one's ever taken that hit.
the 5 Series Hybrid.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Where's
Nobody knows
Tesla's
what
on
it is.
those lists?
Tesla is number 19. Yep, losing 55.5% of its value over 5 years.
Yeah.
The X5M is on here.
How hard are we going?
54% of its value over 5 years.
I bought it like substantially off, but not
Yeah.
54% off. How many years do I got?
5.
5.
Oh boy.
Cadillac is on here with the XT5 and the Escalade ESV.
No one even knows what an XT5 is.
I had to look it up.
That's
I didn't know if it was a car or
Yeah.
like their other SUV.
Oh,
It's
wait,
the other
is
SUV, isn't
is
it?
the other SUV or is it the car?
It's the other SUV. The cool looking
No,
one.
yeah, that's right. Because the car's
Not
the
cool
GT5.
looking, but the smaller one. Yeah.
I was typing it in like I could bring up a photo. Some Audis, A7, Q7 is all really funny stuff. Pretty much everything is 50% or more of its
And
value.
they're all luxury cars.
Yeah, they're all luxury cars.
Yeah.
Now,
Luxury. Yeah. But everybody leases them.
Yeah.
the
First off.
stark comparison to that is like the least appreciating cars.
Toyota Tacoma.
Number 3.
This is Jeep Wrangler number 1.
Dude, Jeep Wrangler, which was total news to me, and I still don't believe, is number
number-
4.
Okay, so Tacoma. Hold on, let me think. Okay.
As much as I didn't believe the Jeep Wrangler being number 4,
Wow, Tacoma's number
one,
3.
number 1 and 2, I also don't believe. But I guess it makes sense. So number 1 is a Porsche 911,
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
and then
though,
number
but
2 is a 718, the Cayman.
Yeah. Really?
That I'm surprised about.
Yeah,
It makes sense as both Porsches and his
Yeah.
market hype keeping them up.
yeah. Civic,
Because Tacoma's the fucking undoubtable, the absolute king.
King, yeah. Dude, the
It's
Kia,
a fucking
the
Bond.
Kia Rio,
That's because it's nothing to
Yeah.
start with.
yeah. The Subaru Impreza is 27.8% of depreciation over 5
'Cause
years.
It's broken half the time.
Yeah. And these are
It'll be a
all
broken man to get one.
everything on here is like things you see every day on the road,
Yeah.
everyday vehicles. You know,
Tacoma guys are basically investors. They're basically
Oh, yeah.
day traders
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
that thing around.
they're basically driving for free for 5 years. You know, the Chevy Camaro on here at number 7 is the least depreciating car.
That's that's odd.
Yeah. The Tundra, quite crazy.
Where's the Prius on that list?
Prius is
on the other list,
not
right?
on this list. Yeah. Yeah, Corolla at number 10.
Hey, you can always buy a Corolla for $8,000.
Yeah.
It
There's
also
never,
always,
there's
yeah.
never not a Corolla for $8,000.
Exactly.
It just depends what time, what's going on in the world
Yeah.
as to what $8,000 will get you. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, depreciation. Obviously, inflation is the whole thing that triggers that. Yeah.
That's how you go to get good gauge of what's going on in
It's
the
your
world.
the Corolla index.
Oh,
Yeah,
price.
Corolla index. Shop Corollas, $8,000 max.
Well, yeah.
Sort high to low.
How much does a 10-year-old Corolla cost?
Yeah. What kind of quality vehicle am I getting? Now, this is all funny news.
Yeah.
However,
What's not funny?
what's not funny
It's the
is
appreciation of Chuck's truck.
we just got some breaking news,
Breaking.
and I'll read this to you. And this is, let's see, this was posted 39 minutes ago
Okay.
from Peter Holdreth.
Peter Holdreth.
Here's something I never thought I'd say.
Yeah.
Today, I left the drive.
Damn.
No.
So we'll have to have him on to talk about it.
Peter left?
Peter left.
Did he post that from
He
what?
literally wrote this article and left.
For the drive.
It's drop
He
the
wrote
key.
this article for the drive.
He wrote, today I left the drive on the drive?
No, this is on his Twitter,
I was going to say.
but he wrote the article about the depreciation cars.
Maserati corporate cut him. Still
Yeah.
in this.
So-
Still is making a lot of cuts. Hey?
Yeah, we'll have to have him on and see what's up. He's a smart guy. So
Big announcement. New co-host coming.
Yeah,
He's just gonna in 2 years. He's gonna write a 30-page press release that just says "I'm back."
yeah.
I'm
So,
back, bitches.
maybe he's taking ball tires further.
I don't know.
Maybe he's taking his weird inventions of crazy things.
Maybe he's going to host Top Gear. I hope the best for Pete.
I honestly do. I'm sure Josh is already actively trying to figure out a way or time that we can kind of get him in here to talk.
I love that.
So,
That's
hopefully
great.
he's staying local. That'd be cool. He's a good guy. Great Corvette.
Great guy.
Was it like a money green?
Yeah.
He had a money green Corvette.
Yeah, C6.
Oh,
Corvette?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's a weird green, like kind of like you know the E34 you
Green's full
had.
of money. Yeah,
That green.
Boston green.
Yeah, in my eyes, that's what it looks like.
It's perfect. It's probably close.
I'm sure it looks totally different in person.
Totally different.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
probably blue. Who knows?
What do I got here? Hold on, let's see if this is the one. Nope. I got the Charlie Overreach report over here, boys.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a very special edition of the Charlie Overreach report. A federal judge in Washington state has ruled it's okay for car makers to intercept your text messages.
Why?
No.
Yep. When you hook up a phone to Bluetooth, it allows the vehicle to download your phone messages and call logs, and it is impossible for owners to access these logs and delete them, but they will provide law enforcement with access. Here's a quote from the article. The Seattle-based appellate judge ruled that the interception and recording of mobile phone activity did not meet Washington Privacy Act's standard that the plaintiff must prove his or her business, his or her person, or his or her reputation has been threatened. So to go into this, Mozilla has a data privacy team. That's all they do is generally look into different systems for data privacy. And they looked into vehicles in general. And the seasoned Mozilla team said cars are the worst product category we have ever reviewed for privacy.
Oh my god! You
After
just talked
finding-
about putting Android Auto in the Land Cruiser.
All 25 car brands they researched earned the privacy not included warning label. So I don't think this surprised anybody.
I think you should all buy old cars.
But you're driving around in a fucking snitch. And as I said, it downloads and keeps them all, and you can't delete them.
You know what's not a snitch? My little $10 two-night Firefly
Yeah, dude.
that Bluetooth to my speaker.
Can't snitch on me, baby. Yeah, I got that in the M Coupe.
Yeah,
2.9's not downloading nothing.
yeah. China is, but
China, but that's going right through the phone. But anyways, obviously your phone's spying on you all the time anyway,
Yeah.
so how hard does it matter? We don't know, but it's interesting to see that's a nightmare. And this is not through the Android Auto or Apple Play. This is through
okay.
the car system.
okay.
The Android Auto or Apple Play doesn't technically use any car system, so I guess it wouldn't be downloading the messages, but it is going through a Google product or an Apple product, which is doing far worse. So
Yes.
that's good to know.
Well, it's.
Little Charlie Overreach report for you.
I thought you were gonna get into the whole thing with if you buy a Cybertruck and you flip it, they're gonna try and charge you $50,000,
Oh, they pulled that back.
and then they
already, yeah.
retracted it.
Yeah, well, they can't do that.
I think they figured out.
The
Holy
amount of
shit.
the amount of stuff companies and people and government entities do that just cannot be done,
Yeah,
and as we've been proven over the past couple of years, is astonishing.
yeah.
Like you just obviously you can't do that.
As soon as I saw it, which was probably Sunday or Monday,
You'd have to make it so you can only lease them,
yeah,
and then you can try. But even then, good fucking luck.
I was like, they can't. That's not possible. So
Well,
I
the
saved it. Obviously, started writing notes on it, and then like 2 days later, it was like Tesla retracts.
I think sometimes companies don't realize that the other option is just no one's going to buy it.
yeah,
Well, I think what ended up happening with that is there was people that had like reserved multiple ones to like flip a couple of them.
Great.
Yeah, I'd go for it.
Yeah,
And they
Tesla
were
gets
like-
paid either way. Why
Yeah.
would they
Yeah.
give a shit?
that's what was foreign to me. Is like, what do they care? If anything, if they're flipping them,
That literally drives whole market value. So somebody should go talk to Rolex about how this works.
No.
Because, like, that's how they're making all their money.
I can see it in one way because Tesla's famous for not having dealers, and now you've just got people with 6 or 7 of them selling.
Yeah, just being dealers.
Yeah, they're literally drug dealers. They're
For-
trying to sell Cybertrucks.
For people not familiar with the nightmare that is the world of watches that we're into, it's the definition of this where you can go to a dealer and buy a Rolex, and it'll take 2 years to get, and it'll be this price. So let's say it's Rolex is crazy money. Let's say it's $12,000, and then you can buy it for $12,000 and sell it back to the dealer, and it'll be a certified pre-owned Rolex of the same model, which you can get if you wait. And now it is $18,000. So used are selling more than new. Tesla should learn from that. Just fucking pump up this market. It's just total fucking wacky world.
Yeah, it's a
Gotta
crazy
come
world up
crashing
there.
down at some point.
I hope so, buddy.
Same.
For all of us. Zach Foss, what's going on? But yeah, the only other thing I got is the drive review of the new Benz AMG GT. I'm a bit into that car. You know, I've talked about it and the new changes to it. What they're trying to say,
Two-door?
the two-door. Yeah,
Okay.
this was the two-door.
Okay.
They're saying it's not the Madman it once was. Proven because it does have a wimpy GT55 variant with only 469 horsepower.
Nice.
Now, they do make the Man Edition Big Dog, the 63 with 577 horse. And they are all-wheel drive on purpose now, all of them, as opposed to the previous one, which was just a German hot rod from hell. And you can get a 4-seater. They say it's similar to the SL Roadster. You're not going to believe this shares both the drivetrain and the chassis, so similar is very generous to say. 4-liter twin-turbo V8 for the 63. Who gives a shit what's in the other one? If you look at a picture from this, from the rear three-quarter, it looks like a 911 tribute car.
Yeah, I remember when we first looked at that and you had it up on the monitor. It's
Dude, rear three-quarter is
Yeah.
just like, oh, that is a funky, cool-looking 911. The cabin's exactly the same as the SL as well. You go 0 to 60 in 3.1 with a max of 196. No electric motors, so they can't really break the 3
that's
seconds.
3 is still fast.
It's
enough.
apparently fast and has a ton of grip. Auto only. It's a 9-speed, but they were impressed with it. And then it does have a drift mode, so you can make it rear drive only. And if you're running it in normal all-wheel drive mode, it can run 50% power to the front wheels. So kind of keep you out of trouble. The obvious criticism of it, or the obvious take on it, is it's not as analog as the 911. Second fiddle to the 911, and it's not relaxing enough. It's not toury enough to be a grand tourer. It's kind of in the middle there. But they do admit that it's 20% less sharper than the 911, but it's about 20% cooler than the current 911.
I could see that.
Which I think that the current 911 is a little
It's porky.
big and bloaty, where this looks smoother. Base price is yet to be announced, but speaking of big and bloaty, this baby weighs 4,400 pounds. That's crazy.
She's thick.
Dude, mega thick.
Yeah.
I mean, there was someone that did a comparison, and it's somehow not that much heavier than a bunch of other stuff in the
That
category.
you wouldn't think is that heavy.
But 4,400
Yeah, that's
pounds?
That's a huge bitch.
That's over 1,000 pounds heavier than my GTR. That's like, that's so fucking
Where
heavy.
does it go? I mean, I know where it goes, but like, how?
In that ass.
Yeah.
It's all up in the ass of this thing. Dude, the car looks fucking unbelievable. I mean, the first AMG GT, I remember seeing it. And, you know, remember there was the SLR McLaren, which was insane. And I remember seeing the first AMG GT and being like, holy shit, this is an almost accessible version of that fucking party machine that was
German
the SLR
Viper.
McLaren. So cool looking. And hopefully those things will absolutely tank in price. Not that new ones are more drivable, which I'm sure they won't because I want one. But this thing is much slicker looking. I know. I think it looks really fucking cool. It really does good new Mercedes well. They're going to make a 4-door of it, which I admittedly will hate,
Yeah,
like I
it's
did the
gonna be
previous
awful.
one. But yeah, I don't know. As I said, they said it was 20% less sharp, but 20% cooler than the 911. I see it.
20.
And you got to assume it's about the same price.
Yeah. Or it might undercut it.
Well,
a
think
tiny
about
bit.
it. It's coming with the twin. The big ones come with a twin turbo 8. The 911 isn't.
What if a 911 did though? They just the complete antithesis to whatever a 911 is.
It's just that we're gonna put a twin turbo V8 in
Yeah.
the front. And the engine's in the right place on this one, so it probably
Yeah,
has
true.
naturally good handling characteristics. As opposed to the
Techno wizardry.
as
of the
opposed to
911.
like the 100 years of German technology to make a 911 drive nice. But yeah, that's kind of just me following up on a car that I've been following a little bit. So I've read an article about it. I'm sure there's videos about driving them because obviously embargoes lifted, they're out. So maybe no, they're not out, but all the early stuff should be coming out. So I'd like to catch a video on it. But I think this was the Drive. The Drive did this review.
Could you imagine being Porsche and realizing that for 60 years you can't make a car better than the 911, even though you have a car that's better in the Cayman?
Yeah.
Like you're not allowed to make the.
Can you
Cayman
believe
better.
being everybody else and not being able to beat the car that
Yeah.
Porsche purposely wasn't making better?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
but like you already have a car with the engine in the right spot. You know this.
Right.
We're just not allowed to make it.
Not allowed
as
to
good
make
as
it.
Could be.
But 911 rocks, dude. Every review, every car, every sports car compared to the 911,
no.
the
But
thing just kills.
The
But
engine's in the complete wrong place.
yeah, and this is a crazy place to build a car.
It's the opposite.
That
end of where
someone
an
can
Audi engine
handle.
is.
If you're a fucking badass, you can wheel the shit out of
yeah.
it. But if you're just like Joe Blow turning the tractor trailer off, see ya.
Ass end into the woods.
Yeah, dude, game over. So yeah, that's what I got for news.
I have
What do you got?
something that's going to lead me into the next thing that we're going to talk about.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if anyone saw the news, but Williams Racing
Yes.
recruited Leah Block for
Love
the
that so
F1
much.
Academy. It's pretty interesting. So she's obviously, we know she's 17. Williams Racing is going to take her in, and she's going to undertake her first full season in open wheel racing.
I think it's a money grab.
So that's kind of, I wanted to get your take on it, in particular. I don't know if this is a genuine journey towards being in any sort of an F1 or even an F2
Yeah.
or a Formula E car in any way, shape, or form, or if this is like, hey, this is a name.
It's 100% a name, which more power to her.
Yeah.
I have no issues with that at all. But it's definitely hey, we're going to capitalize on this name here and the marketability of this person. Which,
Right.
I mean, she does have chops in off-road racing, which
Yeah.
not going to take that away from her. But,
She can definitely drive, for
oh, yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think you hear these stories, these F1 drivers, and it's like they all started at like 4.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to start at 4 years old.
You know,
with a
I
car.
mean-
I also have opinions on like things like F1 Academy and the W Series. Like,
Yeah.
cool, you have a series for all women. Like, that's awesome. But
Mhm.
where do you go from there?
Yeah.
And like, there is no like Jamie Chadwick, who like won everything in the W Series,
Mhm.
cleaned house in the W Series, and then goes into like a Formula 3 regional series in Europe and gets like shit all over.
Really?
Which, and mind you, she's a good driver. They're all good drivers, but
Mhm.
like, if you're not comparing yourself to the best, you don't really have this accurate.
Representation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it for
Like,
sure.
Yeah, I get the marketability for it. I get they want a woman in Formula 1 too, and like I
Yeah.
get it, 100% get all of that. But like, racing's that one thing where when you put the helmet on, it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
And to be fair, with an open wheel car, especially, like a woman's body is actually more apt for G forces than a man's body is. Like a woman's body, women make better fighter pilots than men do
Okay.
because they're
The more you know.
smaller.
Mhm.
So usually, when like, you G lock out and G forces like that, it's all about obviously how fast the blood moves and where it goes. Because you're smaller, it has less distance to go,
Mhm.
so you can handle more of it.
Crazy.
So it would be probably apt to have a woman in a Formula 1 car.
Yeah.
Like if you got someone that was good, unlike Danica Patrick,
Mhm.
who was terrible, but it's awful. Like if they're out there, as I was telling you guys earlier, like the best driver in the world's flipping burgers somewhere.
Yeah,
It's just,
somewhere.
you gotta have that opportunity. And like I said, it's good that you have the opportunity for these women to do this, but I don't think it's the right way to go about it.
Yeah. I think something like this is a very smart move for Williams from marketing
Yes.
standpoint. I obviously, fully support, the
of
Block
course.
family.
Use your
Yeah,
words.
that word was going to come out eventually. Leah and the Block family, obviously it's cool. It's going to be great. She's going to do a ton of shit. She's 17 and doing all the cool shit in the world. I just thought it was cool to see. It's got to feel pretty good that like you can still continue to kind of make these things happen in your life
Yeah.
or be a part of these things.
Like I said, I hope she does really well, and I hope when if she has the opportunity to get into I guess you would call it a co-ed, just a normal racing series, that she's able to do well as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, the idea would be that, having someone like Leah Block take the reins and get involved in this, making the sport bigger for women and for women and little girls, and everyone to have a role model in that sport. So you do get like, younger girls in karting, etc. So it's like, oh, I want to, like, I know my daughter and I watch skateboard videos, and when she sees like a girl skater, and now women skaters are way better than they've ever been. She sees that, she gets all pumped up, and it'd be the same thing. Like, hey, watch Leah Block in this open wheel car, and like, you want to get involved in this, and hopefully, you know, that's where that talent comes from. Is, you know,
It shows
some
these-
6-year-old's going to see Leah Block and be like, oh, I want to do karting, and then it's like,
and like
we're
and, like,
moving up.
It's representation too. Like a young woman seeing another woman racing out there's like, oh, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that's locked away that I'm not supposed to or allowed to do, but like it's a role model
Yeah.
figure in that aspect.
Tim Connor, she should join Night Styles. Jordan, next year she can.
God.
I think
That's
exactly
fucking
what you said. It's like,
Believable.
So, someone do a wellness check on Jordan.
yeah,
You can't be saying that about someone like that.
it'll be like a generational thing where it's like it won't be her.
Exactly.
It'll be someone that she inspires at a really young
Exactly, yeah.
age.
Exactly.
And then it might not even be that generation. It could take one more in order to kind of improve enough to be there.
It's all about getting more people involved.
Yeah.
Like, his racing fucking rocks. I mean, out of my friend group, the fastest driver's a woman.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
And she just
By a
fucking
landslide.
stomps us
Monumental.
every time.
Yeah.
It's fucking not fair.
Bullies me off the track.
Bullies us all. And that's just how it goes,
Yeah.
man. So, yeah, we just need more women to have that role model to get in there and just start kicking all
That's
our
why you
asses.
don't see a lot of women in racing, because there's not a lot of women that want to get into racing because they don't have this representation.
Right.
If
So
there
that's
was-
cool.
If there was an equal amount of women and men since the beginning, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Could
Yeah.
just be another racing driver.
I just like to think of proud Papa Block up in heaven
Oh,
looking
yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just been like, there it is.
Yeah, yeah. It's a new,
There it is.
just
Do it.
another
There's
play.
where Ken didn't get involved until he was older.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
That's
he,
true.
Yeah, he was
he
in his
put a
40s.
fucking insanely large mark on the automotive industry and
Yeah.
just changed it for the better for everyone. So,
Got his candle up there.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So Leah's going to be able to do the same thing and has even more opportunities. So
This
that's
is crazy.
fucking awesome.
And it's, you know, another thing, like you said, you know, Ken did a lot of things,
Yeah.
but he never really got involved in this segment
I think
So
'cause
it's-
he knew he was too old for it.
for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, try,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. He's also too big.
Yeah. Well, he
He's
could have
a
done
huge
GT
human
racing.
being,
He
yeah.
could have done GT racing.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a plan later on. You never know.
But to get into a totally different segment, it's like, oh, cool. Like, we're not limited to anything.
Correct.
It's not like she's just out there in the unicorn
Yeah. ripping
sliding
skids.
around or in like some sort of rally car.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can do literally
thing,
anything.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's get involved in some real competitive stuff.
And
Sick.
that jumps us into F1 Vegas this weekend.
F1 Vegas.
F1 Vegas, the almighty, the talked about for so long. It is finally here. No matter what, weather, poor track layout, whatever it is, all the complaints, I am super excited.
I like the track layout a lot.
We talked about that, I
Yeah.
think, this past weekend.
Yeah.
You and I both, I've seen a lot of hate for it online. Obviously, all the pig memes. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it does look like a pig. Whatever. Dude, here's the thing. I'm not a Vegas guy. Well documented here. Not a big fan of Vegas. However, Vegas at night is remarkable.
yeah.
It's remarkable.
I had no idea really the scale of the track either, because I never.
6.2 kilometers.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
It's a big.
like
I think it's the longest track of this year.
no, Spa is 7.
Spot 7. Okay. So it's still
Yeah, it's huge.
crazy.
Like-
17 turns, 6.2 kilometers. It's a huge,
I'm gonna
huge track.
Go on an American thing right here. I didn't know that like after turn 3, that first straight is a half mile long,
Mhm.
and then the back straight is 1.9 kilometers long,
Yep.
which is like a mile.
They're expected to reach, 1.92 kilometers. They're expected to reach 212 miles an hour.
Is that with or without DRS too?
It does not specify.
It's gonna be nuts.
It's going to be crazy. 212. You probably tack on a few. Maybe they'll see
220.
220. Yeah. I don't know if that's with DRS. You know, the weather thing is
Hilarious.
it's
Hilarious.
just like totally an overlooked.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, the FIA, who's like the governing body of this all, never looked up at what temperatures Las Vegas gets in the winter. They just assume that it's in a desert. It's going to be hot all the time because
Yeah.
their only frame of reference is like Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
The North American
yeah.
desert gets cold.
Very
Oh, God.
Very,
Very
cold.
cold.
It's like someone turns the heat off rapidly.
Is it going on at night?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Lights
Jesus.
go out at 10 p.m. local time.
So
So,
it's 1 a.m. here.
10 p.m. in the middle of November. in Vegas. I mean, you've been there.
Yeah, they're used to spots
You've been
on
there
the equator.
mid-October
Yeah. Or
at night,
yeah.
and it's kind of chilly.
And that's without wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, at night in Vegas, it gets colder than you think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that sun is all the heat.
Yeah,
You
oh,
get in
yeah.
you can get in like the shade and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's an
What are
interesting
they? What are they predicting for temperatures?
Low 40s.
thing. Low 40s.
That's fucking amazing.
So, oh man, my brain just doesn't work sometimes.
Low
Sometimes she
40s
turns
and a
off.
track that it has a lot of straights, so they're worried about getting heat into the tires.
Yes.
I haven't seen anything. I'm not a big F1 guy. I know it's happening in Vegas at some point, but I haven't seen anything.
The
It is
locals
happening
hate it.
this
Oh,
weekend.
I'd imagine so. It's this weekend.
This
Okay.
weekend.
I'm just all track sessions are at night. The earliest one is the FP1 and FP3 are at like 6:30 local time,
Mhm.
and then qualifying.
That's the earliest one.
Yeah, 6:30 local time
That's
Mhm.
fucking
because everything's
insane.
happening when it's dark.
Yeah.
For the Vegas effect.
For the
I
Vegas
think
effect.
that, and it's also to
They couldn't heat the streets real quick.
Yeah,
They repaved them. Could have put heaters
Well,
in there.
They want to let the businesses that are open on the strip have a decent amount of time to be open
Mhm.
and not lose as much money as
Right,
if
right.
you have to close them for the entire time. I
But-
just learned today there's no support races for it, which I'm kind of bummed about. So there's only just F1.
Yeah.
Everybody in Vegas hates it though.
Oh yeah,
Love
well,
that.
most people do.
I imagine. I mean, I think we'll know a lot more after this happens.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of rumors that they gauge their interest totally incorrectly. They like grossly overestimated how many people would be interested or fly in for this. There's rumors that ticket prices have dropped. I checked ticket prices. They're definitely not any cheaper where I checked. I've checked right on F1 Las Vegas GP's website. Maybe someone else is looking elsewhere. I did check hotels. Hotels are considerably cheaper than they were when this whole thing was announced. Obviously the weather plays a huge factor into it.
Yeah, now's the scramble. If you're
It
in a
doesn't
hotel.
help. It doesn't help that like F1 drivers are actively like pretty public about not being stoked about
Really?
it. Yeah,
Is it because of why?
The cold.
the cold.
Cold.
They feel like they're unprepared to put this race on. They're complaining about the track.
I just hope the track's pretty bumpy.
Are we talking dangerous?
I don't think it'll be dangerous.
No, I mean,
that's good. I mean, yeah, we're hoping for not dangerous.
it's racing, so it's dangerous in
Yeah.
general. But like, I don't think it'd be anything more dangerous than when the cars were originally put on the giant wheels and they were bouncing down
Well,
the
so
track.
I'm hoping the track's bumpy so that the Red Bull has to be outside of its
Comfort
like
zone.
like at Singapore.
Yeah.
I feel like it won't be, but I hope so. We at least get a good race.
Some interesting facts like, let's see, the start and finish lines in turns 1 and 4 are situated on a former parking lot that F1 purchased for a whopping $240 million and transformed it into a state-of-the-art pit and paddock area. Now, here's one thing I think I totally missed. This is going to be like a permanent
Yep.
thing
Yep.
in Vegas. Like, this is going to be F1's like spot.
Yep.
oh, so they're going to build a facility there?
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, so they built like a state-of-the-art paddock facility there.
I mean, the track looks boring.
You'd be surprised.
Besides turn 9 and turn 8 and turn 7 look fucking out of pocket.
So
Does it look like a pig to you?
upside down.
Yeah, it does look an upside down pig, yeah.
I wouldn't go off of layouts, just the shape of them determining how good racing is at the facility. V8 Supercars for a while ran a track at the Sydney Olympic Park,
Mm-hmm.
and it literally was like a square with a few chicanes in it, and it put on the best races of the
Well,
year.
shit,
every
huh?
single- Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to think. Straight sections like that, long straights into slower corners, where you have to like set someone up, are good passing areas.
Does it that main straight
Oh yeah, it's
into a
1.92
90-degree left?
1.92 kilometers long. That means. Yeah. I'm curious to what they're going to put on the sphere.
The sphere, yeah.
Yes. I hope it's some really weird emojis. Just judging all the cars going by.
Now, one big point of contention is the paddock exit.
I haven't looked.
The paddock exit is on a hairpin turn.
Yeah.
So it's on a U-turn.
Yeah.
But the line at which someone leaving the paddock can cross into racing is essentially the apex for the car that is racing.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So it's almost like doing like a figure 8 on that
Oh,
corner.
I see. Yeah, that is going to be.
So
Huh.
I mean, it's closing down. It's not closing down as much as I thought.
no.
It is Las Vegas Boulevard for 2 blocks, 2 large blocks, but
I also saw some things today. They've got temporary bridges put in place on certain places where like the cars are going under.
Mhm.
They're amazing like structures.
temporary bridges for
To
other
move
cars?
pedestrians
For
from one
Pedestrians.
side to the other.
Okay, yeah.
No, not even pedestrians.
Really?
Cars. Yeah.
Traffic.
Cars?
Oh yeah.
What? I missed that. Okay.
That's insane.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Construction of the construction cost of the circuit is estimated to be around $500 million, and they're hoping it generates $1 billion in economic benefits for the
It's not
city.
happening.
I don't think it'll happen this year. No,
Is this going to be a thing now?
they're making it a thing here.
Is there a contract on it?
Yes.
Okay.
So supposedly it's 5 years, with maybe an option for 10.
The big F1 thing is always to do them in a dictatorship, right? So you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We're working towards it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It looks like the
Let me see.
bridge at Thompson, only huge scale.
You could just like cruise across the top of it. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, that's traffic,
ZHP 192. The pit is asking for a red flag. Yeah. I mean, the pit, like paddock exit strategies for timing to get out ahead of race traffic is like a
It'll be
huge
interesting,
part of
yeah.
it happening. And
Well, I haven't seen the actual like pit exit area because they might do kind of like Brazil does, where they keep a barrier going
yeah,
and you won't, and you'll exit like at the exit of on the outside of 3.
yeah,
I would hope so.
yeah. I don't. There's been a few photos floating around of it, some aerial stuff. Now, we don't know when that photo was taken. We don't know what the finish time. I mean, it's got to be pretty recent.
Hey, let's
because
be
of-
honest. The photos from this thing are going to be fucking insane.
Oh,
the
wild.
footage is going to be out of
Oh,
control.
yeah.
They put things on the car, like reflective. So
Oh, did
like
they?
Oh, it's going to be
There's
insane.
gonna be there's reflective graphics all over the
Hell
cars now. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be really cool.
Dude,
It's gonna be
Pat,
exciting.
You can be up in the Eiffel Tower over there in Paris just watching the F1 race. Like that's about as hard as you can go.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be one of these things where when you watch it on TV or when it's not even when you watch it on TV, the 30-second social media clips that are gonna fly around are gonna
Crazy.
get people buzzing.
Yeah.
And then now it's gonna be next year. Well, shit, I really gotta go. And then the second year will be bigger for them than the first
And
year.
obviously, you use the subsequent years to fix mistakes that have happened in
Yeah.
the first year.
And I think the biggest mistake, then one I don't know if they'll be able to fix, is the time of year it happens.
Yes.
That I don't know if they can move anything around in the schedule in order to do something like
Yeah,
that.
it's tough because you're coming off of Coda, Mexico City, Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
and like you got to put Coda somewhere because ideally you just flip the 2 races,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't run Coda in November either.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, it's probably more successful than nighttime in Vegas.
it could be. Yeah, if you run it during the day. Yeah. I don't know, but places are weird about sports in Texas because of like college and high school football.
Yeah, which is massive down
Yeah.
there.
But I mean, that's not the same clientele.
I mean, I've been to Coda for F1.
Mhm.
It's incredible how not in Austin it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I found that I was trying to like get back to the city.
They gerrymandered the town lines to make it in Austin.
Yeah, dude, for
Yeah.
sure. And then there's like, there's every part of the town, there's like F1 booths because F1 like owns your city if you let F1 happen. So it's going to be insane, like the merch stuff around Vegas at that point.
I saw somebody like looked at the hats, like they had like the beanies for like McLaren ones,
Yeah.
and they're $70 at the track.
Yeah.
And if you look at the tag, you can see where they put a magic marker over like the $40.
Yeah. No, everything's like triple the
Yeah.
price. I mean, it's bananas.
So there's the pit exit on the turn.
Oh.
So we'll see. I mean, who
Yeah.
knows? It could be a bigger deal than it is.
Which
from
way
this
is it
fo-
going? That way?
This way.
Yeah, so you're going out that way.
So you're coming through that.
I feel like the car on the actual racing surface is going to
Should
be
be
out
on the
towards the
outside.
wall there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should
So-
be fine.
We'll see.
And if it's a wreck, let's hope it's between the leader.
Yeah, because you're going to be
and someone else.
apexing on that corner and you're going to be coming to the out.
Tracking out. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time I can see that actually being an issue is when the car that's on the racing surface is going to swing for turn 3.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll, like I said, hopefully it's after a pit
Right,
stop.
to swing back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see the one car in the fence and we can get a good race.
The
going
one
on.
car. Yeah. Max gonna be in the
Yeah.
fence. So anyway, we'll report back next week. I think it's gonna be exciting. I am going to stay up and I'm going to watch it
You're
live
crazy, man.
because that's the things I like to do.
What's
with
it
my
on?
life.
What do you watch this thing on?
ESPN.
ESPN.
No
or YouTube
commercials.
TV.
Tim Connors, the hard hitting questions: is there underglow?
Should be.
It better be.
No, but there's
The whole city's glowing.
really, really cool.
What's it on? Is it Saturday night?
Sunday morning at 1 a.m.
You'll be DJing.
Somebody DJing.
You'll be DJing. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can put it on at the club.
Pretty sure. Yeah, actually, we probably will.
You might be able to. Yeah,
I don't know if that's allowed, but
Fair.
so we won't if it's not. But if it is, we definitely are gonna.
yeah,
I like the Red Bull like Vegas special scheme though.
yeah. I like. Where's the thing here? Is this showed at night? No, but this is the Red Bull car, and like that stuff is like neon
Hell yeah.
reflective.
Okay.
Everyone been making a big deal out of all the curbing with like the card symbols on them. What
That's
do you
cool.
expect? It's
That's-
Vegas.
that's
It's
cool.
awesome.
Like yeah, that's cool.
It's awesome. Yeah. So like the curbing's red and white, and then like there's like the like spades, clubs,
It's fucking
hearts.
awesome.
On the white portions.
On the
right?
bo-
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
Like look at Miami. They themed Miami as well.
So Miami is a train wreck.
Yeah, it
Literally,
is,
they
yeah.
should just get rid of Miami and do F1 Vegas during Miami.
I agree.
You
Oh,
just
that
switch
would actually
Vegas to Miami if you want to do Miami.
Yeah, Miami's warm enough now.
Yeah.
Tim Connors is out. This is no underglow. I appreciate it, man.
fair.
But
That's
that
fair.
kind of substance.
Okay. But
I'm on
anyway,
as well.
that's our brief F1 Vegas synopsis.
I saw planned regulations for the new 26 cars.
Mm-hmm.
The wheels are going down in size again. To 16 inch.
Where did they? So
They went from 13s to 18s. They're going back down to 16s
okay,
because they want to make the cars lighter. So, like taking 2 inches out of the wheel in diameter and whatever sizes they're changing them to is
Mhm.
going to be like a 14 kilo drop just from that.
it's a good amount of weight.
The front
It's
wings are
almost
going to
30
be
pounds.
the front wings are going to be coming in how they were in like the early 2000s where they stop at like the inside of the front tires.
My favorite F1 car is the wings in the back that were only maybe 2 feet wide.
Oh, you like
The box wings,
2009 to 16
the
cars?
coolest.
Oh.
Listen, hey,
horrendous.
doesn't matter if they drove good, doesn't matter, but like they looked the coolest. The tiny little box wings out back.
Well, what do you like current more recent? Or are you talking like an early 90s car?
No. It was like
Like a
like
2014 car?
mid 2000s F1 car.
Mid 2000s, so like a V10 or a V8 car, like a 06 Ferrari F 2004.
My Googling skills. Let's see what I can put together here. It's like a tiny, it was like a more of a square wing out back. It wasn't anywhere near as wide as the car. It was almost as wide as maybe just a cockpit.
Yeah. Was it short or was
Yeah.
it real high?
It was a little bit higher.
Okay, that's like an 09 to 16 rules
Yeah.
car.
It was cool. They look great.
My favorite F1 car of all time is the 1991 Jordan 191. That is the prettiest looking F1 car of all time.
Yeah, this is it right here. Like that wing
Oh, those are
situation.
hideous.
Oh wow.
Those are awful.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah. But anyway,
No bueno.
we'll report back next week with how the race went.
It's Max Verstappen's going to win by 25 seconds, and
I hope
it's going to be all glitz and glamour, and people are going to get angry.
he's gonna be excited.
He's not going to be excited. He's not excited.
He's
just like,
excited when the
okay.
race is done.
Yeah.
I like that.
That I think is the best looking F1 car of all time.
That's your F1 update. Let me see what do you got.
Classically, yes. Classically, yes. That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
Classically, yes. That is a very beautiful car. It's
Obviously,
very, very
the older
cool.
the better.
The older the
To a
better.
point. To a point.
Yeah, that point's probably way back though. What's that Alfa Romeo they had at the Adrian thing a couple years ago? That thing was like a 60s.
Oh, see, they're pretty. I just don't like them.
Not dangerous enough.
No, they're way more dangerous.
Yeah, they're wicked dangerous, aren't they?
They just look like I don't know. I like slicks and wings.
You talking like 60s, or it looked like it was a log with wheels?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That's a great way. But
Yeah,
yeah,
log with wheels. No.
Yeah.
They're pretty. But
These
I don't
guys are
think
just
they're-
holding on by the grace of fucking
They're
God.
literally in a bathtub of fuel.
Yeah, it's
Just trying to, fuel tanks on the side, just
Yeah.
trying to die.
that
out
was a
there.
special human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
60s F1 cars, I think.
Yeah,
might
that
be
was a
fucking
special
pinnacle.
human for sure.
Look at like a 74 car with the airbox that's 300 feet tall.
So I think F1 is so deeply interesting.
The 70s, everything in the 70s was so bad.
Oh
dude.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the Mohawk intake on that thing.
the Mohawk is perfect.
That's fucking slick.
The Mohawk, yeah, and then like the monopod
Yeah.
rear wing,
Yeah.
cool stuff.
There was a lot of funny shit going on, like, even in the early '80s, where
Ferrari 375 F1. I
Is that a
think
front
that's a
engine car?
50s car.
yeah, it looks like a front engine car.
Yeah, it's a front engine
Yeah.
car. Those are cool as shit.
So in like
1950 Belgian Grand Prix. Okay, I'm back.
so that's
50s.
the first year.
50s F1 cars are it's just insane. They definitely look like hot dogs.
No, you ever seen the car for the ambiguously gay duo?
Yeah. Love that car. Yeah, wow, the 50s ones are fucking
are pretty.
crazy, dude.
Hot dogs or legs?
Some of these things. Oh my
They're
god.
death traps.
Yeah, no, they're definitely death traps. I
On
mean,
like 155 with tires.
so it was 50s cars that Adrian had, and they were
Oh, they're beautiful.
like you scallopini the whole front of that
Yeah.
thing. This is no heat management at
Yeah.
all. So
because
sick.
they didn't know what heat management was.
No, dude, yeah, they didn't figure it out yet. It took them a couple of years.
Well, I was saying like early 80s, I think it was like 1981 or 82 for Ferrari. Like the rear wing regulations stated the wing had to be X amount wide, but it didn't say how many you had. So
How many wings you could have?
Yes.
Okay.
So at Long Beach, they had a car that had two rear wings that were offset. So it was just one real wide wing on the back of it.
But see, that's the stuff that I like. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how do we think about this
What's not written in the rules?
where we're abiding but disobeying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bending it.
Yeah.
You got to find, that's like, there was a NASCAR Cup car in the mid 90s Jeff Gordon drove called T-Rex. They built it for like the All-Star race one year for NASCAR, and it was built entirely in all of the gray areas of the rule book. So basically they went to that race, completely dominated the fuck out of it. And then the next day NASCAR called and was like, you can keep that win, just don't bring that car back ever again. And the rule book went from like a 1/4 inch thick to like 1 inch thick.
Yeah.
Just added it all in.
Oh yeah. They were doing things like making so a older cup car like that didn't have like a flat bottom. It was still like a stock car.
Yep.
You'd think. But one thing that you can do is make everything so the car kind of has a flat bottom. So like we have your oil tank in the back, they like cut it so it would just be flat on the bottom, and everything if you looked underneath it was flat all the way back, so it acted as if it had a full under tray on it.
That's awesome. Just
Oh, it's
puzzle
wild.
piece the whole thing
Oh,
together
yeah.
totally flat.
So let's see. So F1 Vegas. I'm trying to think of how many more there's left for the
One.
season.
Just Abu Dhabi after this.
Okay.
Which I learned today. I was like, oh, there's not that much left.
No, that's why. I mean, I thought there was like 2 or 3, but no. If there's one more, that's it. That's it for the season. Now, what do you think is going to happen in the off season? What do you think is going to be shaken up, moved?
I can't see Perez keeping his seat after this year.
Do you think Max would take that seat?
Max already has.
No.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe.
Sorry.
I think he has the chance to, but it's if he wants to. It's a tough situation because, like, you're fast. You're Daniel Ricciardo, you're fast. But the car is completely designed around Max Verstappen, his driving style.
Yeah.
And he's going to, like, just crush you from it's the typical Red Bull meat grinder.
Yeah. Morality is
Yeah.
going to be at an all-time low for you.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to, like, say you race for Red Bull and get paid like you race for
Yeah.
Red Bull and just kind of, like, take everything else on the chin, I think it'd be a pretty good move. I mean, Daniel technically should be kind of towards the end of his,
Yeah.
even though Fernando Alonso kind of defies all roles.
That's a whole different animal.
But
right there.
I don't know. I think it'd be a good role for him. Hey, man, like, I was with F1 Red Bull. I did great with F1 Red Bull. I left. I came back. I finished my time here.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But it's if he wants to. Like, my main issue is that Alpha Tauri, which I think is having a new name next year. I think they're getting like a new title sponsorship, so it'll be a different name. They should be having Liam Lawson in that second car next to Tsunoda because they're never going to get rid of Tsunoda until the Honda contract's up.
Yeah, Yuki. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a Honda driver. He's like Takuma Sato was, where they
Talk about a bad attitude.
yeah, he's a little fire starter.
Yeah.
It's funny though because he's like 5'1".
You see how they did him dirty at the last F1 race, and
No.
they like put all the drivers with like kids, like to take a photo, and they gave him a kid that was bigger than him.
Oh no.
So like he's standing with like a child who's like 6 inches taller than him. Yeah, just
Fucked up.
they did him dirty.
That's
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up.
It's just like, hey, like we get it. He's a smaller guy, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, you gave everyone else like 5-year-olds. You gave this
Yeah.
kid like a 12-year-old.
You know they did it intentionally.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this would be funny.
Yeah.
You fuckers.
So it's good. Yeah, I don't know. F1's an interesting sport to watch. It's fun.
It's a sport. Yes, it's a soap opera that races every Sunday, every once in a while.
Yeah, but we love that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's
What's
a bad
not to
thing.
love about that, you
Yeah,
know?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I mean, it's the same thing with, I get so wrapped up in UFC, and it's not even the fighting of it. It's
It's the background for it all.
all the intricacies and all the little nuances that happen in between.
They're
then.
like that too.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very, very much so. Because it's like, it's who's working in what gym, who brought in what, trainers to work with them. It's what kind of travel, like what's their lifestyle like in between? Are they taking it serious? Are they not? Like, what's their mental state like? Then you find out, this so-and-so's person's father isn't doing well in the hospital. And you're like, well, that's good. Their mental state's going to
Yeah,
be fucked
okay.
up. So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's like, you can see that it's all these weird things. So I'm get way more wrapped up into like the weird nerdy stuff of it all.
Drama.
Yeah, there's the
nothing
drama
wrong
of it
with
all.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
no.
why Drive to Survive is so successful because there's a drama behind it.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. But if you want something to be popular like that, you kind of have to inject the drama in there.
I mean, there's a reason why I listen to 3 UFC podcasts a week. There's no reason to,
It's an
but
unnecessary amount.
Just keep your head in the game.
yeah. I gotta know it all. I gotta,
I get it.
I gotta know it all. So
I get it.
yeah, I mean, there's a reason I just end up buying them all and spending all my money on them.
Got to make Dana rich, baby.
Yeah, I gotta make Dana rich.
Yeah,
That's
keep
right.
Dana
You're
rich.
just become Hasbullah's best bud.
Listen, man, I reached out to Hasbulla. He wasn't interested. And by not interested, he didn't reply.
What a
So,
guy.
Yeah, so whatever.
Does fingers work on a regular phone? Like, are they too small?
No, he's always walking around. He's got an iPhone 15
He
jumbo.
has like some
he
type
hold
of
it?
firearm and an iPhone.
Yeah, he's
While
also
he's
got
standing on the driver's seat of a car.
he's also got a handler that's
yeah.
moving him around. So
Just picks him up like a small dog.
anyway, let's see. You want to jump in some questions?
Let's do some questions.
Joshy Poo sent some over.
Joshy Poo,
Podcast Poppy.
podcast Poppy.
Let's see. This happens to me all the time. So this is really funny. Against the Pack wrote, "Why do you forget things walking through a doorway into another room?"
Oh.
Dude, I walk through a
man.
doorway and it's just like
Boom.
poof,
Yeah.
gone.
It's God's plan.
God's plan.
Yeah.
It's just walking through the portals, part vampire shit.
Yeah, and you take a step back into the room and you're like, "That's right."
Yeah.
That's what I needed. That's
I need
right.
to answer this question before I.
Yeah.
From the other side of the door frame. I'm sorry.
This is Kevin 401. He said, "Who's staying up to watch Las Vegas Grand Prix?"
No.
I am.
No, I mean I'll be up.
Yeah, you'll
If
be
it's on
up.
the
You'll
TV,
be
I'll-
watching.
I have to drive here the next morning.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, but you're not as far away as I am.
Yeah, so do I.
You know, staying up later.
Yeah,
You're 2 miles away.
yeah. You're right.
It's true. All these
Oh,
things.
this
all
is
these
a this
things
is a
are
great
true.
one. This is a good one.
Let's go.
Kevin 401.
Cameron 401.
What food are you most excited about eating on Thanksgiving?
Stuffing.
I'm a gravy dude.
You are a gravy
I'm a
guy.
gravy dude.
Is that a food?
Yeah, gravy's a
Not,
food.
gravy's not a food.
Is that
It
like
is. It's definitely a food.
you don't
If
just
it's
put a bowl
sausage
of it on
gravy-
your plate?
I mean, there'll be
It's a
something.
condiment.
There'll be something holding the gravy. It'll be applied to something.
It's
you
a
know what I mean?
condiment.
But the gravy's the biggest thing.
It's stuffing is where it's at.
That's
Stuffing.
what, gravy is a condiment. Thank
Gravy
you.
is a
Yeah,
condiment.
yeah.
It's
So
not- well,
is
sausage
it,
if it
gravy
is,
is different.
if it is, it's the king of condiments.
it's the king of condiments.
It doesn't even bother me. You can say all you want about
Are
gravy.
you putting like what's your favorite thing to put the gravy on?
Dude, if I do a little turkey, I'm a dark meat turkey guy.
I mean, everyone is. If you're not,
be
you're
honest.
lying.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe there's some skin involved. Obviously,
Yeah.
if I'm doing light meat turkey, it's got to be skin involved. You know,
You want a fried one?
no. And then mashed potatoes, man. That broccoli's
Mashed
always my
potatoes?
favorite.
Mashed potatoes
And obviously,
stuffing.
dude,
Just fuck
cranberry
me up.
sauce from the can.
Yeah, it has to be from the can.
Get the
Ah.
schlup.
Yep. I don't want no homemade shit.
I
No.
love the homemade. Dude.
Why?
It
Little
stinks.
sticks and stems inside.
No.
Oh, I love
I
it.
need it to look like the can.
Dude,
You could slice it. Nice.
Yeah. How am I gonna know where it came from if it doesn't look like a
Yeah.
can?
Chuck and I were just at a friend's.
I wish they made the cans double long.
You got a double long can?
Imagine how great that would be.
Would it stand up or would it just kind of like flop over?
I think gravity would
It
defeat it.
would go limp.
You can make it. You can have it pre-sliced in there. You know what I mean?
You could. What if they make it like one of those like fucking biscuit cans where it sounds like a C4 bomb going?
Dude, lots of technology involved. Lots of technology
Yeah.
involved.
Mine is the stuffing. I'm a big stuffing guy.
Stuffing is
I'm a big
elite.
stuffing guy. I'm a big, homemade cranberry sauce guy. So
tough.
that's it. So, 36 Matvia says,
36
"Can you
Matvia.
boys come down to my neck of the woods more often?"
Nope.
It was a pleasure being on your neck of the woods. It's a bummer we couldn't find any time for some photos, but hey, there's always next year.
Yeah.
I'm already in that. I'm just that neck of the woods too.
That's just you just reside there.
Yeah.
Ed McMuffin 821, great name.
It is.
Chunky or smooth peanut butter?
Oh,
I love chunky peanut
I do
butter.
too, but I also like them both.
Neither. Both gross.
Oh, I love.
What do you like
chunky
that natural shit with gets like fucking liquid?
No, I
on
don't
top?
even. I don't eat any of that shit.
Do you not eat peanut butter?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to you when you were younger?
Dude, peanut butter sucks, dude.
Why?
I don't know. It sucks. I mean, peanuts are great.
Oh,
Peanut
I
butter's
love-
and Reese's great. Peanut butter normal? Nah.
That's not real peanut butter though. That's
Yeah,
the thing. It's
fake
like
peanut butter.
I
take-
love peanut butter.
I'll eat peanut butter straight out the jar. Like not a shit ton of it, but just like
Spoonfuls.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I want a quick snack,
Yeah.
I'll do a quick scoop of peanut butter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
have
I
at
get
it.
the Reese's peanut butter too.
Oh.
That's good shit.
Let's see. Jordan MX5.
Jordan.
What brand moisturizer does Josh use for his face? He's got them cheeks I want to squeeze.
I'm gonna
Sure.
answer for him. It's probably Jergens.
Jergens, it could
Gotta be
be.
Jergens, dude.
Got them soft hands.
It looks like Jergens from here.
Does it glisten like Jergens?
Yeah.
Let's hope it kills flesh-eating bacteria.
Let's
That's
hope
all I'm
so.
saying.
Let's see. What do we got here? This is funny. Against the Pack said, if you shit for 10 minutes a day on company time,
Oh,
it's
yes.
40 hours a year.
Yes, it is. If you're in, you don't even got to shit. If you're just in the bathroom for 10 minutes a day every workday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Start charging that out of vacation time. Shit.
Yeah. I got two Shook explains. We're not going to get into them, but I'll read them and then record them. And hopefully, if he blesses us with his
You should
presence
make
next
an
week.
audio book. Just send him them, and he'll just record the answers.
No, because I can't trust that he's not literally reading something
Oh,
online.
fair. Have him
Uh,
FaceTime you.
So 4LLENN, Alan says, Shook explains the judicial branch,
Oh Jesus!
which would be
Oh,
unbelievable.
oh God.
You're getting demonetized there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the end of us.
He also sent another one. This is one I actually think Shook could actually do pretty well. Bump steer and how to eliminate it. Because he did such a good job
Awful. It's terrible.
of explaining how coilovers work.
Yeah, dude.
That I had someone from a major suspension company reach out and was like, where do I start?
Everything's wrong.
Hey, it's Diogo.
Diogo.
You guys are the best.
Thanks.
Great coffee.
Oh,
Sweet merch.
all right.
My shit box is sorted now.
No way.
I can't wait for next year's donut meet.
Same.
Meets.
Yeah,
Well,
hey, if it's sorted, bring it
That
out
was
to
a
the soy drive.
statement, not a question.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah. I mean,
statement. We
hey,
accept statements.
Statement.
come on out. Come on out. Yeah, there's a few statements. I like this one here. Dog Pizza said, Terminator
Pizza.
2 is one of the top 3 movies ever made.
He may not be wrong.
Yeah, that's a solid movie.
I don't know the last time I saw Terminator 2.
Go watch it. I know greatest movie ever made is Hot Rod.
That's
Hot Rod is fucking impressive.
Yeah.
It's an impressive film. Obviously, it's second to Tokyo Drift.
Oh no.
But it's a
Eclipse
very
is
good
Tokyo
film.
Drift.
Oh God, that is it's a fucking bad take. It's a bad take.
Are you
dude.
sure?
Dude? I'm
It's
sure.
Hot Rod.
I'm very sure. Hot Rod definitely fucks.
The 2-minute montage of him falling down the fucking hill.
Everything that guy's had any part in has been fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
What are you about to get your dick hole smashed? I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day. I go to church every Sunday. You trying to bring the demons out of me?
Dude,
that's another movie I haven't seen in a very long time.
So good.
Maybe, I don't have much time this weekend, but, we'll maybe squeeze
Yeah,
one of them
because
in.
you're watching UFC and then F1 and then
You're right. I am. Last one. Mr. Rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit.
What is on your Christmas list? Reasonably priced stuff that you haven't bought yourself yet.
I don't put things on Christmas lists.
Neither do I.
I don't.
Yeah, it's a really bad question.
'cause, I don't
not
think-
that it's a bad question. It's just none of us.
I don't. Well, I don't like when people spend money on me, so I don't feel like I'm deserving of any Christmas gifts.
I'm trying to think about stuff I'm looking forward to getting. I don't know, man.
The body kit for the beat.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my Christmas
Yeah.
gift to me. putting that whole thing together.
It's a solid Christmas gift to yourself.
I have a pretty solid watch list that
Mm.
I can't buy for me that I'd like to. And my wife's definitely not gonna, so that's good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just stay on the Christmas list.
car stuff, dude. I don't know. I'm the next big buy is gonna have to be all the oil change stuff for next year. So
That's true.
How many you do a year? Just one?
yeah.
Oh, that's right. You got
none of them get
37
enough miles.
cars,
Yeah,
yeah.
none of them get enough miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do one oil change
A month. on
across.
a different car.
Yeah, across the board on all of them.
No, I do them all in 1 month. It's crazy.
Yeah. So they got one a year.
Everything
That's
gets one a year, no matter how many miles it gets or not. It's just cheap insurance.
Where do you dispose of all the oil?
I can't comment on
Yeah.
that.
Why would you ask him that question?
So I'm trying to think. I've been in his garage. I haven't seen a 55-gallon
No,
drum.
O'Reilly's, dude.
But how do you bring it back?
I get a bunch of like 10-gallon drums,
Okay. Okay.
and they just take it and off it goes. I mean, none of it's ever like full of other shit. But it's just all oil. You know?
Yeah.
So if you want to know the correct way to dispose of it, as by popular mechanics, you dig a 2-foot hole in your backyard.
I've seen this photo so many times. Yeah.
Fill it with pea gravel and
Yeah.
just let it rip.
Let it
Okay.
let it drain into it. It's a crazy photo
Yeah.
that's floating around the internet, and it's
Yeah.
like a how to dispose of the oil.
It's good, but I got a well, so that'll be helpful.
Yeah, yeah, it'll really
You get a little more
listen, yeah.
grit in the water.
Yeah.
be
Some
good taste.
0-16, you know, you'll leave
I'm
it
just
right up.
I'm just forever grateful that O'Reilly's takes oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like seriously, I go there was this. Maybe it's a 5-gallon bucket of oil, and it's just like, hey guys, I got 2 of these.
We're like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see something. It's not even car related. I would really like an enameled cast iron skillet.
Ooh.
That's what I would really like.
What's the enamel do?
It's just it's easier to cook with.
Okay.
Like, I get it. Like, cast iron skillets are cool. They're a pain in the ass. No matter how you slice it, they're a pain in the ass. An enameled one, like I have 2 enameled like Le Creuset Dutch ovens,
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
and they're fantastic. So like, I don't have to deal with them. They're easy to clean up. They're good. They're fantastic to cook with. So I would like an enameled cast iron skillet.
I hope you get that.
I hope I do too. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll let you know if I do.
Yeah, please do.
I'll let you know if I do.
That'd be a nice
So.
nice little thing.
Yeah, it'd be good. I'll make some delicious foods with it.
Yeah, I wish I thought about it more. I mean, having kids, it's all about like what I'm gonna get the kids.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like that's the holiday.
That's the best part about Christmas.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
like giving them crazy shit, stuff I want. So I gotta figure out what I want for them.
Yeah.
Probably one of those like electric go karts that Segway makes.
What are you trying to impression on them?
You should get them a gun.
Like a who?
Yes. And be like, wow, you got to wait till you're 16 to
Well,
use
Daddy's
this.
gonna use
Yeah.
this for you for a little
Yeah.
while. Yeah, I don't know how well that go over generally, but I like your thinking.
Yeah, Tim
See-
Connors brings up a good point. If you want to buy anything like Creuset, if you're not picky on like, oh, I want everything to be the same color, which is outrageous. A lot of times they do seasonal or like one-off special colors or like really, really ugly colors.
Yeah, but like having everything be the same color is such a flex.
It is, dude, especially when you're showing off your kitchen to the boys. You know.
I get it for sure, but I like at the same time, it's like I like the colors.
I get it.
I like the colors of everything, so it's fun because like, oh, I get the like my big Dutch oven is like this burnt orange
It's
color.
also easy to see at a glance.
Yeah.
when you're
It's like a
dealing with-
burnt orange. My smaller one is like a maroony color. You know.
So it's a quick distinction.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also the small one could fit inside of the big one, so it's really
Nesting pans.
yeah.
Nesting pans.
Yeah.
You get a really small one.
Get it really.
There's single desserts
They,
in it.
what do they call them? Oh, there's a name for them. Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
There's a name for small.
I might get myself a bigger
Single
grill.
serve.
I've been trying
You
to.
should.
I think about stepping the grill game up.
You should.
Now get an ace up the street.
Get one of those flat top joints.
I picked up one of those Battle Areas.
So
Love it.
awesome.
Love it. I don't know if he'd be a flat top guy.
We cook on those at Watkins Glen every year.
I'm back and forth with the flat tops. They're way bigger than they have to be.
They don't. No. I bought one way bigger than they needed to be.
Right.
You don't need to get one as big as I got.
Are you sure?
Mm,
You can
I-
cook
I'm-
a lot of food.
my
on it.
grill spot, it's like pretty dialed in right now. I'm about to get a new grill spot too.
My grill spot is my patio. I've got
The whole thing.
3 grills.
That's
wow.
crazy. That's fucking.
Yeah.
Extreme grilling.
I've got an 18-inch kettle Weber. I've got a 36-inch 4-burner Blackstone, and then I have a Weber like Pro Deluxe, which is like a 24-inch kettle
That's sick.
with the side table.
So you are locked in when you get out on your patio.
Oh, dude, it's me
That's
and the
what we
grills.
try to do.
It's
You
me
know?
and the grills. It's me and the grills.
Corey,
Hanging with the grills.
Yeah. So
Must be a spelling error. Nope. Just me and the girls tonight.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Dude, that's all we got.
That's all we got.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here.
Check out revivemotoring.com/B4B. Let's get that 25-cent giant goal for everybody listening.
Per person, it'd be huge. Nubbies would be so big. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
It was a blast.
I
dude.
appreciate it. You're always a pleasure to have on.
Appreciate it.
I'm so happy we had to get Indian food for the first time with
that
you.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
And now I just want a lot of it.
Yeah,
Well,
that's kind of our problem.
You gotta find a place local to you, or anytime you come down here, make it a little treat. Come down this way.
Yeah, we'd love to have
You see how close it was to here. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Listen, let me find. I think it's this button, all right?
Bottom. There we are. Play us out, Maestro.
There it is, guys. Thank you for listening. We'll see you all next week. Come to the Toy Drive. Katie Designs this weekend. Dexter Roadies, Providence, Revival.